ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to the Hear the Fish radio show. Now, get ready to get kicked square in the balls.
You just tuned in to the Heel in the Face live wrestling show every Wednesday night on Spreaker.com.
And we are living the beard life.
SWA is taking over the show.
Shut up!
Are you
Just
kidding?
shut up! I want to swim with Pop Canoes through Sheep's Head Bay. And where the hell is Jack Gallo to save us all? And Jigsaw, what about him? Where is he? Somewhere in this mess. And Ricky Richards, he needs to take us out to the show.
All right.
See, now it's time for all my 1%ers to turn the radio off because that's the last you need to hear. We have real jobs. We have real money to invest. All you 99%ers who are fortunate enough to have Wi-Fi and have stolen a laptop, presumably, you guys can enjoy the rest of the show, I guess.
And welcome
Yes, it's another week. And,
to the Heel in the Face live wrestling
yep.
show.
And ladies and gentlemen, it's getting close.
What's getting close?
SWA presents WarGames at NYWC Sportatorium, man.
Oh.
Yeah. It's going to be insane. And you're asking me what is getting close?
That I am.
Come on, man. NYWC Sportatorium is going to blow up Saturday with WarGames. Come on now. It's going to be insane. I can't wait. Can you wait?
No, I can't.
Wow, man. Well, I'm looking at the agenda that you in the media department did. It's kind of interesting. What's the matter? You're looking at me all funny.
I'm not looking at you. Well, I
Why?
can look at you funny.
Well, yeah, that's what the doctor said too, but it's all right. But,
let's go over some of our news.
oh yeah, definitely. You know what? And everybody that's in the green room of the Heel in the Face, I know you guys are all listening, and I did not get any responses from some of these people. September 1st.
September 1st.
I don't care. The Heel in the Face is going to be having its birthday anniversary 1 year, and it's going to be laser tag and dodgeball at Laserland in Hop Park.
Dodgeball. People get to throw balls at your face?
At your face. No, at your heel. How about that? Ha-ha. Knee slapper. And also what we're going to be doing that night is we're going to be having special guests, and the first 100 people through the door will be getting a Heel in the Face chocolate.
More
microphone.
chocolate?
Yes.
Who approved that?
I did. How do you like it?
You got the power to do that?
Yes. I went over everybody. I went over the top of the ladder, man. And that's how it's going to go. But, so if you're looking to come to the Heel in the Face anniversary party, you could pick up tickets at Omega Storage during the day from 9 to 5, Monday through Saturday. It's 185 Sunrise Highway, Amityville, New York. Trust me, you got to get your ticket, because if you don't, you're going to be left in the dark at such a great event. We already have some guys coming down. Long Island's Finest Cash will be there. And also, one of Long Island's weirdo nerds, Spaz, will be there. And many other individuals are going to be there. Am I right? Yes, they are. That's well. See, now the green room's blowing up. They're asking for hot wings, chocolate and hot wings. That would be a good combo. But and don't forget also this Saturday at WarGames, we'll be giving away 100 Heel in the Face microphones to the first 100 people through the door. And let me tell you, and we're going to be raffling off some 3D microphones.
Solid chocolate microphones.
Solid chocolate, which is my favorite. Yummy. But I bet he does, man. But anyway, man.
And who made these
wait.
fine chocolates that we're distributing?
Holly. What did you say? Oh, is that? Oh, yeah. It's called Sweet Tooth Chocolates, and she's based out of Mastic Beach, New York. Her name is Holly Mister. And if you're interested in getting any chocolates, custom made or already designs that she has, you could call her at 631-902-8051 and check it out. She's a sweet person, and she's working very close with the Heel in the Face for these chocolates for our events. And thank you very much to her. But SWA WarGames, you know what? The man is standing here near the mic. He's like itching and itching
He's itching
and
to go.
itching. Yes, he
I think
is.
you should just let him go.
You know what, ladies and gentlemen? The chairman of the board, SWA's own, Jerry Werner. What's going on, brother?
Well, it's always a pleasure to be here, guys. Am I looking at a chocolate microphone?
That's it, brother.
Mr.
Right
Walsh
there.
just handed me a... Wow, that looks real.
It does, right?
A guy like Junior Reyes would eat that, so let's keep that away from him.
He would try
Wow.
to... Junior would try to eat the phone.
Let's give one of these to David Adams and see how long it takes to melt. Looking good, guys. You guys are going to want to check these out, the chocolate microphones. Wow.
They'll be available over at the WarGames this Saturday. 100 to the
Damn.
first people that come to the door.
There you go. Get there early. Even if you have tickets already, get online early.
That's
First
it.
100 people through.
Yep.
You mentioned Heel in the Face, laser tag, and dodgeball.
Yeah, man, and it's all about SWA and other feds, FTW, ECPW. I don't care. Everybody, come on. We're a family. All of us get together.
We're trying to be. We're getting better
you know
every
what?
month.
Yeah.
All of us.
You know what? We all try to get together and have fun together and put everything aside and bring our fans along to have a lot of fun and get to know us one-on-one.
Yeah, I mean,
You know?
I can't think of anything more fun than playing dodgeball with a guy like Len Oddity.
And laser tag and stuff. Yeah, Len, if he comes down, and he'll be
Makes
great,
that
man.
long trek down from Alaska.
Yeah, who knows, ladies and gentlemen. You know what? If you have Len Oddity on your Facebook, tell him. Come on, let's go.
Are there asylums in Alaska?
I don't know.
Actually, I think he's up in the Canadian Ozarks, but,
Well, you never know.
I guess they must have asylums there because it's like daylight for 6 months.
Yeah.
Canadian asylums, it's just a room full of pillows. You tired, eh?
Well, Jerry, what do we got, man?
Well, we got tons of stuff. This is the War Games edition of the Heel in the Face show. So
Oh,
we have
yeah.
tons of content for you. We have a green room full of SWA wrestlers dancing and yelling and fighting and picking on little kids.
Oh, wow.
And
This
we're
is
ready
crazy.
to go here. But, of course, we have, we're going to discuss the top 5. We're going to discuss, of course, the fans' vote on the 4th cage match and how that's going. We're going to have an update on the Chris Caden suspension.
Yep.
The Pride champion, CJ Antonino, was scheduled to be here.
Unfortunately, he had, situation.
Unfortunately. If you
It's
check
all right.
out the Facebook page, you'll see the Great Bambino put up a interview last night.
Yes, and I did comment to it.
Yeah.
And you could check that out and make a comment back to me, all right?
Will do.
That's
And he wanted to make sure, that he talked to his fans before the show. But, if you're missing the Bambino here tonight, of course, we got the pre-show before War Games, and CJ Antonino will be sitting down with our hosts right before War Games to talk up the big match with Balls Mahoney. And we're going to have an update on the card and some updates on the whole Necro Butcher situation that some people may be aware of, some people might not.
I was going to ask about that.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate situation, but up right away, we can go with that, but it's up to you guys. You guys are the hosts.
Just run with where you're going with
let's
it.
go with it, man.
What does that mean?
Run with it. It's SWA, man. It's all about it tonight.
Don't let me call the shots. Saturday, I'm calling the shots. Me and you, Tommy. And
Yes,
it's going to be crazy. So.
we're doing that, but tonight,
Okay.
it's you, Jerry. Let's do it.
All right, well, let's start with that. Let's start with the cage matches, okay? Before we get into anything heavy, let's talk about the 4 cage matches, okay? And, of course, what do we do every special edition? We get our predictions in.
Yes, we do, man.
So,
And,
you know what? Maybe we'll do the news first, then we'll do the card and the predictions.
Yeah, let's
That
go for
flows
it.
better.
That
That's
sounds
what we
good.
usually do.
Yeah.
They make it hard on me. They're like, guess what we normally do?
Yep, that's it, man.
I'm going to start doing that for flyers. No venue address. Just guess. Find it.
Yep, yeah.
Make it totally viral. All right, so the big news is, of course, Necro Butcher. All right, for those who didn't know, Necro Butcher was wrestling for Juggalo Championship Wrestling up at the Gathering of the Juggalos. And unfortunately, he got into an accident, and what we thought originally was a broken leg ended up not being a broken leg. What happened was he dislocated a bone in his leg, and he somehow dislocated it to the point where a piece of it was able to come through the front of his shin.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
God bless.
So,
how do you do that?
I don't know how you do that
know.
without breaking it. But the doctors tell him it's not broken. He's going to be out about 4 months. He will be back November 2nd for our next show. And I wish him a speedy recovery. Now, as far as
definitely, man.
the House of Violence match goes,
wow,
it's still going to happen. Right now, it's going to be Damage Inc., Justin Toxic, Frankie Stars, and, of course, Hollywood J. Lover taking on Beard Life, still inside that WarGames structure, 2-on-3. Now, Beard Life has the option to choose a partner if they can find one, and they have until Saturday, obviously, to come up with this guy. So it's a developing situation. We're going to have to wait and see.
Well, you have one of the members in the green room, was giving thumbs up and a cheer that it should be him. I don't know. Who is that over there?
Yeah, I think he might be a little too small.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, we're talking about the other one? I think he might be a little too small.
I think so, too.
The SWA wrestlers are into it. MC3 in the back would love to get into a cage match. And, of course, you guys could give him that opportunity by voting for his match in that cage poll.
Yep, that's it, man.
But, we'll have Beard Life on later on tonight. They'll talk about the Necro Butcher situation, and maybe we'll get an update on who exactly they're bringing in for their partner, if anybody. Okay.
I only see one purple monster here. Where's the other one?
He's where he always is, at home.
Oh, he's sitting behind the keg.
Yeah.
Taking care of it.
He comes out of his basement about once a month to punch somebody in the face, and I figured we'd save it for Saturday.
All right, no problem, because I was wondering, because an interview with him would be interesting. No.
It'd be like a short film, a silent film.
That's it, done.
It'd be like a Three Stooges.
You know what? We love Head Rush. It's all right, man.
Yeah, Rush saving his energy. He's there to fight and entertain the people on Saturday. Hopefully, with a full team on his side.
Oh yeah,
sitting in a chair under a UV lamp.
I don't think Irish guys tan.
No, they don't, man. I think they burn just like
Oh yeah.
Jerry over here is
pretty white myself.
Viking.
Yeah, I'm Nordic.
Norwegian,
yeah.
Yeah, so there you go. Man.
Norwegian and German. I'm built for the cold and I'm angry. All right, and of course, we do have the Chris Caden suspension and Ricky Richards and his decision. Did you guys get a chance to take a look at Ricky's choice?
I did take a look at it.
Yeah, I heard it, man, but I didn't hear his choice because I was busy doing something, but honestly, let's hear it.
All right, well, for anybody who misconstrued what Mr. Richards said or they didn't get a chance to check out the video.
It seems to happen a lot to the poor guy.
What Ricky ended up saying was that right now, Ricky sits as the #1 contender to the Pride title. Balls Mahoney has the super fight, but Ricky is the #1 ranked, and he's scheduled to get the next shot. Ricky basically felt that since his scheduled match with Chris Caden and a mystery partner got canceled, Ricky had fulfilled his obligations, and he chose to basically sit on the sidelines and wait for his title shot. Rather than taking another match, risking a loss, risking moving down the rankings, Mr. Richards is choosing to sit out until the November 2nd show where he will challenge the Pride champion, whoever that may be, Great Bambino or Balls Mahoney. Yeah, so...
very interesting.
What do you think of that? Coward's way out? And a smart decision? What do you think, guys?
It's smart. He doesn't get hurt.
Yeah, I'm a 1%er, and I follow behind Ricky Richards on that. Definitely on
You're 1% of what? People who choke on chicken? What?
Now, so it's funny.
Wow,
you
man.
guys agree. You guys are behind Mr. Richards. But we have a green room full of wrestlers that are whispering coward. And I guess it's just the wrestler mentality. I think a lot of guys would have just went out there and just fought this show.
I give it honestly on a percentage wise, I say that 30% that he's a coward. Yeah.
I will give him this. It's a very intelligent move. Mr. Richards has very high priced lawyers who know his contract in and out, and he really works the system on that. It's completely different than the Chris Caden situation where Chris Caden forced the suspension. Oh, yeah, I know. Things have only gotten worse between you guys. But he has been quieter the last couple days. I did have a talk with him.
Yeah.
Justice! What? Who said that?
Him putting up pictures and all that stuff. That's all right.
We're getting a lot of interviews sent to us, wrestlers filming little 30-second pro yay or nay Chris Caden.
Yeah.
So we're going to be putting those up after the show, but
That's all right, man.
people seem very split on whether it was the right decision to suspend Chris Caden, and this might not be something we know for months to come. We may have to look back at the events to come and figure out whether Caden really, really should have been suspended. But right now, I stand with Tommy.
Definitely.
It's a justified suspension, and
Watch this. Watch this.
Wow,
Everybody
man.
in the green room. Justice.
Was served.
now it's interesting because the green room wrestlers, they feel
I know, man.
they
God.
feel that Chris Caden was unrightfully suspended, yet the wrestlers do not support Ricky Richards sitting out. But Chris Caden
I know,
sitting out,
right?
they do support. That's very odd.
But meanwhile, I should kind of give him like a suspension then, because he's going to back out.
I can think of 5 reasons why Ricky Richards is not wrestling at WarGames.
Because he didn't get new tights. I don't know.
He doesn't want to get hurt.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to lose the match.
Yep.
He doesn't want to move down in the rankings.
Yep.
He's a very smart man.
That's true.
And one day he'll be SWA Pride Champion. 5.
Well,
You can count.
I can.
to do
I
that,
bet you Hooked on Phonics worked, man.
you have to do what no one's been able to do in over a year, and that's beat the Great Bambino. If,
Yes.
of course, the Great Bambino can get past his biggest test, the chair-swinging freak, Baltimore.
Yeah, that's it, man.
So, as far as Chris Caden goes, right now, he's still contracted to us. He is suspended. He won't be at this show. He is not going to be at the next show. So the earliest you're going to see Chris Caden is probably 2014. He's probably going to sit the rest of the year out.
You want to hear something?
Yep.
Justice.
Was served. Was served.
We got to interview some of these guys just to see what their thought process is on the whole Ricky and Caden thing. I think it's just Ricky is such... How do you say it without saying it? Ricky is such an acquired taste to the people around him.
Right. He's like Holivar.
Like what?
Like,
He's like Holivar. It's an acquired taste.
What is Calabar?
No, what is
Olivar.
that?
What is Halabar?
It's like crushed sesame seeds wrapped in chocolate. Never mind.
What are you eating?
I know,
It's
right?
pixie sticks dipped in vinegar.
Wow, man. Really?
I'll change the subject. Justice.
Was served.
Well, you know what? I only feel stronger about our decision, Tommy. Because
Yes, because
how much are the wrestlers behind the ability to just choose when you want to be there and when you don't want to?
and especially someone that breaks the rules, they're behind them.
Yeah,
That's not the way to do it. These guys should be looking at both sides of this and supporting the officials of SWA.
But I understand there is a lot of respect for Chris Caden in the locker room. Chris Caden is and has been a locker room leader. Chris
Wow.
Caden has been the top of the company for a long time, and he's done a lot for it. So I understand there's a lot of guys who respect him. So I can see why some of their opinions are swaying towards Mr. Caden.
Yeah, definitely, man. But you know what? Hey, honestly, I'll sit here. We could talk. Everybody has their decision, their choice. It's freedom of speech of what they want or what they think. Right,
Everybody
Sean?
has an opinion. Like if you guys,
And
if you,
everybody
if
else,
you,
and everybody has something else. But it's
if you as the
Family
director
friendly.
of authority want to suspend Chris Caden, that's your choice. But you know, if you want to choke on a Cobb salad, that's perfectly your choice too.
or a sausage like you. Huh. Anyway, Jerry, go ahead.
I think people misunderstand. Chris Caden was not suspended because of what he said. Chris Caden is suspended for what he intended to do. You cannot pick and choose when you're going to wrestle. When you're contracted and you were set for a match, you have to compete in it. Not only did he disrupt what Mike Magnum was doing, not only did he cause a domino effect that stopped Ricky Richards from appearing, but he also, whoever his mystery partner is, what happened to that guy? You know, it's a domino effect. It lowers
I
morale.
guess we'll never
and
know
it's
who
something.
his mystery partner
Yeah,
was.
we never will, I guess.
Who do you think it was? Ragdoll?
Ragdoll.
Ha ha!
Ragdoll. That's an interesting subject.
Where is Ragdoll?
Well, I have it on good authority, my own, that Ragdoll will be at WarGames. He makes his return that night. So keep your eyes on that.
Ragdoll's going to be at WarGames.
WarGames.
For real?
Ragdoll will be at WarGames.
They got him away from Jimmy Hoffa while next to him or whatever.
The Lucha Zombie is back.
Oh,
If they
man.
found him, they must have found Agatha Christie.
There you go, man.
Amelia Earhart.
Well,
Amelia Earhart. There you go.
Oh, wow.
We're getting a little bit more recent, but I'm
what else do you got there, Jerry? We're going all
Justice!
Was served.
I-
Go for it, man.
I'm really surprised, I guess, at
I know.
our green room here.
That's why I
But,
keep on
you know-
saying was served.
No Ricky Richards, no Chris Caden, no Necro Butcher, a lot of great Bambino, plenty of Balls Mahoney, and 4 cage matches. It's going to be a great show.
Give us a quick rundown of those cage matches.
Okay, here we go.
Is it pick time?
I just want to hear them.
Well,
I'm excited.
we might as well have pick time since we're going over the card.
Yeah, why don't we? It's exciting.
Let's first remind people that you can vote on that 4th cage match. It's completely up for you to choose. Head on over to our website, vote in our poll. Over 550 people have voted so far. I want plenty more before Saturday. Polls are going to close Friday night. You decide. Any match on that card, with the exceptions of Junior Reyes and Trigger, can be inside that cage. And it's up to you to decide, guys. So go make your voices heard.
You know who did you vote for?
I voted for Undead versus GYD.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Because that's who I voted for.
Because I think that would be one hell of a match. Where, you know what? You know the guy with the striped shirt that stands there at the door?
Normally he's called a referee.
Yeah, the referee. Well, I'm going to stand right next to him. Because GYD, I got my eye on them still. And you too, Sean.
I had nothing to do with that.
We're not going to get into it.
Well, yeah, I prefer let's not get into that again. They're so cuddly in the green room.
I know, man.
Some deep, warm feelings being expressed in the green room.
Hey, now.
So why don't we run down your choices for that 4th cage match while we get back on the straight and narrow. You have 6 options for that cage match, guys. The first being you have Heavenly Hatch Stevens versus Steve the Turtle Weiner.
Wait,
You have a tag team showdown between the New Eurekans and the Los Sucios.
Who are you picking for that?
Don't pick yet. Don't pick yet.
We're not picking yet. Right, we're not picking yet.
Not
no,
yet.
Not yet.
Okay, then you have a singles exhibition. Your hero, Mike Magnum, taking on Long Island's Finest Cash. It's going to be a good one. Tag team showdown, the Graveyard Disciples versus the Undead Army. Then you have Casey Koresh with Big Papa Canoosh versus Totally Radical Steven Persons. And finally, the Middle Country Punks, J-Fabs and CJG versus the Celebrity MC3 and Riley Daniels in tag team action. Those are your 6 choices for that 4th WarGames cage.
Wow, man, that's wow.
There's plenty of good choices.
Yeah.
We
There
actually
is,
have
man.
a couple of people in the green room who could be in a cage come WarGames.
This may be a great
Yep.
time to push for last-minute votes for anybody who wants to get in that cage. And I think every wrestler should try to get in that cage because it puts the biggest possible spotlight on you. There's only 4 cage matches, and you're in
You
there
know
with
what?
some great other wrestlers. So
Yeah, I think, honestly, these matches will be awesome. But go right ahead. And, Sean, your choice of who you think.
My choice for...
Well, he voted for the GYD and the
So
Undead
did I.
inside the cage. You voted for the GYD and the Undead side of the cage. I didn't vote. But if I did, I think I'd like to see your hero, Mike Magnum, and Cash inside a cage. I think that Cash is overdue for a good cage match.
Oh,
Cash in a
Cash
cage.
in a cage?
The last time he was in a cage,
You guys
it
forget.
worked out
you know,
all right
but-
for him.
You guys
I-
forget. Cash.
Hi, hello, how are
green
you?
room.
Oh, here we go.
Hi.
I guess you're doing the picks, too?
I will be doing the picks, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know who this is your favorite Super Beast Menace, along with the Demon Mayhem. And we've decided to interrupt, well, because...
Why?
Y'all are horrible. So,
Well, this is Jerry's, his...
That's my rundown, guys.
this is the
his
boss.
rundown.
Yeah, this is a sheet.
Mayhem, what do you think
Yeah.
of the boss here? What do you think of the boss's selections on the rundown?
I plead the 5th on whatever I'm thinking.
Well, there are 6 possible choices, my friend.
6
And you
possible
guys are
choices.
one of them. You guys and the Undead.
Well, let me cut you off right there. Whether we're in a cage or not, the undead, well, lack of a better pun, are just going to be dead. I said it before. We're not playing around anymore. We're not having fun anymore. You know, I was talking to a couple of guys the other day in my secret identity, and they said that the Graveyard Disciples are almost forgettable. They're nothing more than a comedy act. And I took that to heart. So come Saturday, August 17th, SWA WarGames, the two cowards who attacked us from behind are going to learn what happens when you let the monsters out and you stop playing games. That's all I really have to say. So you can pick whoever you want in a cage, because the undead in a cage in the ring are dead. I have nothing clever to say about this. I'm going to hurt them. Menace is going to hurt them. He's laughing now. He ain't going to be laughing when it comes August 17th, this Saturday, when we get our hands on them.
You know what? Let's pick some of these matches. I mean, there's some intriguing. You know what the word intriguing means there, Mr. Tommy?
Yes. And
Good
you know
job.
what? Yeah.
Dan, you can stop talking now.
All right. Go.
You have Heavenly Hatch Stevens with Brandon Gold versus Steve Wiener Turtle.
Whiner.
Whiner?
Whiner.
He gets very offended.
He gets offended when you say wiener.
I'm shaking in my boots. Now, Mr. Boss Man, who do you pick in this one?
On this match?
On this match.
Well, I'm going to do my picks later, but this is your part of the show, guys. What do you think? Oh, actually, you know what?
Let's everyone have a vote. Let's all have a vote.
Let me put you guys on the spot while I have you guys here. While I have you guys and you guys are in control and you guys are not having any mental breakdowns, let me put you guys on the spot, okay? Now, this match with you guys and the Undead, this is put together by Tommy C. Because, you know, he believed that you guys deserved a shot at revenge based on the Undead interfering in your match with the Kid Rail connection. That was his decision as part of management.
That's not it. That's not
Yes,
why
it
Tommy
was.
C put this match together. Tommy C put the match together because we were assaulted by the Graveyard Disciples.
We said we were sorry.
There's no we in that.
I will push this point of
We were
logic.
legally obligated to say we were sorry.
Legally, by a lot of lawyers.
I'll
That's
push this
why
point.
They're here.
Oh, Tommy, let me ask you. Are you going to be watching our match at ringside again?
Yes.
I hope you are.
Are you going to be close?
And you want to know the kicker of the whole night? I hope GYD takes him down.
Really? Because I remember the last few shows you've been saying you want Undead to beat us.
If
Well,
you pick someone
I
to
don't know.
beat up
No.
the GYD, if you were Tommy C, why would you pick the Undead?
I changed my decision of them, yeah.
That's because they're standing right here.
No, it's
Intimidation.
been that way. And you know what?
Because we're getting fed the scrubs. I already
Yeah.
said this before. The other two best
These-
tag teams are
when
having
the-
war.
When me and Jerry Werner sit down and we put the tag team titles together and get to that level, these guys are going to be the first champions and the only champions, I think.
I can't disagree. The Graveyard Disciples have looked impressive. I mean, you lost once, and as we know, that was because of the Undead. Well, I can't say it's because of the Undead, because we do not know how that match would have ended up. But given what
You have
happened,
doubts?
the Undead influenced. Well, I don't have doubts in you, but I don't doubt the Kid Rail connection. I don't doubt HSK. They wouldn't be on the roster if I doubted them.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know what? I have an idea. We're going to grab some random people and ask them, see, because Mr. They don't even get stupid papers. Because the boss man here seems to be...
Size 16 font, very easy to read.
Seriously?
Are we still talking about us killing the undead? 'Cause
Are we talking about the undead?
Go ahead. Please vote them in a cage. The only problem
I
with
am
the cages,
begging
they
you.
might have the chance to climb up and run away. Menace ain't a very good climber.
You guys are very fast.
Who are you voting to get in the cage?
Me and MC3.
Wrong answer.
You can't ask a wrestler what he wants. He'll always choose his own option.
Come here. Who do you think will win, GYD or undead?
GYD.
Better
Good
question. Yes.
Good question.
Better question.
You're next, Playboy. GYD or undead?
Of course, GYD.
Thank you. Get away. Come here. GYD or undead?
GYD.
Good man. Get out of here. Do we need to keep going?
No.
Do we really need to keep doing this?
I believe.
Undead made a mistake. They kicked me. I fell. And then that little Oompa Loompa climbed the top rope and gave me a leg drop to get the win. Then this little elf over here proceeded to do nothing about it. We had to come. You keep quiet, Tubby. I ain't done yet. Then we had to come here on the day of a tag team show where we were not invited. to get our point across. Am I wrong?
But did your point get across?
Am I wrong? No, I'm not wrong. I ain't done yet. Then we get in trouble by the elf over here for asserting ourselves. We apologized, didn't we?
Yep.
Did we apologize?
Yes, you did. And
We apologize. Stop talking. We apologize. But then he seems to be pushing the undead. He seems to be helping the undead. Where was this fine? How big was it? Was it big fine, little fine? Huh? You got to be this tall to ride the fine? Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Midget. Now that we're here, my partner has made it pretty clear. We're not happy. Let me ask you something. When we're having fun, how dangerous are we?
on a scale of 1 to 10, an 11.
Well, we're done having fun.
So how dangerous you think we're going to be?
11. Watch out.
You could have said a higher number to get their point across. You could have said like 15.
Whatever. Like we said, I mean, the best rated episode of this show was when we, smacked you in the head with a cane.
And a crowbar. The drill.
Which I had nothing to do with.
Actually, it was all his idea.
Totally from the start.
From the start. Called us, said, let us in.
Yeah.
You know what? Let me answer some of your questions here. Hatch Stevens versus Steve Weiner.
Weiner. The
Weiner,
turtle.
I said it right. The turtle. I don't get either one of them, to be honest. But Hatch Stevens, I've seen him work. I haven't seen Weiner work too often. I have to give my money on Hatch. Los Sucios I've been in the ring with. We've been in the ring with. The New Ricans, I like to see what they got. I hope they win, because we're looking for new challenges.
I would definitely keep my eye on that match, all the tag teams in SWA.
Your hero, Mike Magnum.
Your hero.
Versus Long Island's finest, Cash.
Yours?
Not at all.
Our?
No.
I think that's what it's supposed to be.
Well, guess what? He ain't my hero.
He's not my hero. I really don't know who to vote for. I don't know who I hate more on that list.
You know what? I think I hate Cash just a little more.
No, I disagree. I think I hate Mike a little bit more.
Well, I'm going with Cash on this one.
All right.
Oh, we got him split down the middle.
Yeah.
What's this one? Oh, look at this. The Graveyard Disciples versus the Undead. Well, that's
Oh,
just a
my
stupid...
God.
I heard they preferred Disciples.
Disciples. The Graveyard Disciples.
Excuse me.
Tommy, I really hope you're at
The
ringside.
Grapevine Disciples.
I hope you're at ringside. I hope you bring your family to
Isn't
ringside.
your daughter here?
I hope you call everyone up.
What is your daughter's name again? Brianna. Brianna, can you come here 1 second, please? Now, I'm sure you've been blessed with more brain cells than Daddy Dearest here. Now, are you going to pick the Graveyard Disciples, which is us, or two Muppets, Act Vengeance, Mason Repair of the Untalented? Who do you think is going to win?
Graveyard.
Thank you.
I mean, it's in the name. We're the Graveyard Disciples. I mean, I really named it after a Black Label Society song, but let's be honest.
I think that says that in your song, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Yes.
go figure.
You know,
Secrets out.
you know Zach Vengeance wrote your song?
Yeah, Zach Vengeance, right? When he was Zach
Back when he
Wild.
was lead of Black Label Society.
Yeah.
All right, what's next on this? A grudge match. The King, Junior Reyes.
versus the new. You know what? Reyes, just kill him.
Kill him, please.
Just kill him.
We're voting
Does Trigger,
on
does
this.
Trigger have any fans?
We don't have a lot of Reyes fans either, so...
No, we want Trigger just dead. Gone. Buried.
I don't.
Chopped
I
up
have to
into
go with Reyes on this one.
I really don't want to, but
I wouldn't even flip a quarter on that one.
I'll say this. They're both nuts, so I'm just going to sit back
Casey
and enjoy that.
Koresh
Casey Ganesh.
with Papa Canoosh versus. You know what? I hate Steve Persons. The 80s gimmick. Come on.
What is a gimmick?
It's the way he presents himself. It's the way he presents himself. It's 2013 and the guy's running around like he's stuck in the 80s.
We drug test him. He's definitely not from the 80s.
Something tells me that SWA's drug tests are...
Very lenient.
They let us in, didn't they? Now, what's next?
Our drugs were prescribed.
Recommended even.
Next on this list, you have the Middle Country Punks, J-Fabs and CJG,
Sesame Street versus the Muppets.
versus the Celebrity... I hate that guy.
Sesame Street versus the Muppets.
He's a lot taller than he looks on TV.
Well,
I don't care. I hate him.
is it like whoever cuts the strings first? They're not all going to be gems. I'm not in a funny mood. But yeah, it's the Muppets.
The Muppets.
Does that
Then-
answer all your questions? Or we still got more?
Yeah, we got more. Oh, we got the cage matches themselves.
3 big ones and the 4th to be announced.
The 3 big ones we have Beard Life minus Necro Butcher.
Yep.
You gotta find somebody. You looking for somebody?
We'll find out later tonight.
May I recommend somebody?
You can recommend people.
I suggest you put Tommy in the cage.
Tommy's dying to get into a ring. Dying.
Well,
to
Tommy,
get into
aren't
a
you
match.
undefeated? Tommy is undefeated.
Undefeated.
Undefeated. He
So
fought
maybe
Ryback
we
in
put-
03 when he was Skip Sheffield. Wrecked that kid.
And then against Damage Inc., Hollywood J. Lover, Frankie Stars, and Justin Toxic.
Well, I said it. It's the other 2 of the best of the 3. I don't care who wins that. Be honest, whoever comes out better be ready because we're coming for them next.
Mm-hmm.
It's as simple as that. We're tired of the undead. The revenge angle, it ain't working for me anymore. I don't care what they did anymore. They're dead. They're 2
really
dead little Muppets.
Well,
And we move on to the real
4
teams.
days. 4 days, you get that chance to move on.
The protector of professional wrestling, Jack Gallo, versus Braden Knight. And I gotta tell you, I'll go on a limb here. I'll put myself out there. I think this is gonna be your best match of the night.
It probably could. It's our only top 5 ranked versus top 5 ranked in SWA history. Whoever wins this is going
So
straight
who do
to
you
the top
got
of
on
the
this one,
ranking.
Menace?
I think I'm gonna have to support the protector of professional wrestling, Mr. Jack Gallo.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, the protector of professional wrestling didn't do too good last time he took on Braden Knight.
And let me remind you guys that Jack Gallo is only part of the top 5 due to Chris Caden being removed due to his injury, his suspension. Sorry,
Which was totally bogus anyway.
Justice for Caden.
a lot of Caden supporters.
Now, and then you got the great Bambino, CJ Antonino. Wow,
Pride
that
champion.
rhymes. The Pride Champion versus the legend, ECW legend, Balls Mahoney. That helps us if it's on. I'm honestly gonna pick because I just want to see someone get their head caved in. I'm gonna go with Balls Mahoney.
All right, I'm going to disagree with you again.
You just like this and agree with me.
No, I'm going to tell you right now. If CJ Antonino represents the champion of our company, he better beat Balls Mahoney. Balls Mahoney is an ECW legend, which means no matter what he does, he's always going to represent ECW. And that's good for him. CJ Antonino is the first ever Pride champion. And if that punk can't defend the heavyweight title, the Pride title, or top gold, he doesn't deserve to be in this company.
Exactly, which is why Balls Mahoney is gonna win.
I disagree.
Yeah.
But one thing we do agree on before we take off, this Saturday, when we're in the ring with the Undead Army, we are going to destroy, not just win, but destroy the 2 little punks who attacked us from behind. And when we're done, we move on to bigger and better things. That means Beard Life, Damage Inc., the real challenge.
And let me put it this way, and Mr. Tommy C, I want you to understand this. If it's in the ring, no matter who it is, they're fair game for the disciples. And I want you to understand what that means.
You know what? I agree with that, definitely. If it's in the ring, it's all fair game to you boys.
We've been very good about that. As much as people will criticize this man's management, Tommy C did put this match together. You do get a chance to get past them and get done with them and move on. And now we have a clear view of where the Graveyard Disciples want to go from here. Destroy the undead, go after the top tag teams, get the gold.
And let's just say the ring is your graveyard. So use it to your advantage.
He's clever.
He's very clever
But
at
he's
times.
more right than he knows.
Well, their bus is here, I guess.
Yeah, back to the loony bin.
They are, man.
Guys, just before you go, I got a call at the windows. Actually, it tastes like strawberries, so feel free to lick away.
It's like a dentist office in here.
Definitely, man. Oh, all right.
This is going to hurt you more than it's going to hurt me.
There you go. See? That's what you get for your wise butt comments,
I
man.
told you I had nothing to do with that.
Yep. Yeah, well, it's kind of funny. But you know what I think we should do? Go to a quick break and
Take a
get
quick
some
break.
music in. And
New
me
band.
and you will talk.
New band, Drop the
Because
Gloves.
we now found out.
Hold on to take
All
us out.
right, check him out.
I hope your world comes crashing down, including all the lies you live around. And now the shit's finally hit the fan, and here I am at the opposite end. It's been a year, it's a fucking change, and you're still the same, still running the risk inside of your brain. Are you really that pathetic to run away from anything, everything, while I sink? And when life gives you hell, I won't be there to remind you the things that are right with me. Wrong with you? How do you always manage to care less? It must be easy when you make everyone so depressed. Hidden away in the depths of my mind is a scared little kid who has trouble to find that everything they could have ever want was a waste of time right from the start. Are you really that pathetic to run away from anything, everything, while I sink? And when life gives you hell, I won't be there to remind you the things that are right with me and wrong with you. Out to ruin someone else's ego again. Nowhere they waste their time thinking about you. Out to strip someone of a helping hand to lend. Broken hearts are better off without you. Take them down, tear them down. Don't you come around. Go ahead and ruin someone else's ego again. Take them down, tear them down. Don't you come around. Is this the start or is this really the end?
And we're back.
Yes, we are, but hold up, my friend.
The studio is not
Listen,
at toxic levels this week.
Hold up. We've been together on the air for a year. And let me tell you something, brother. I am happy to be here with you this long. And I got to say one thing, and it's going to touch you.
Oh, Jesus.
You and the missus, your wife, Jennifer, it's your anniversary, and congratulations, brother.
Oh, wow. Thanks.
You know, God bless you, and many more, man. So, you know what? I hope everything is great from here on out with you guys, and a beautiful daughter. Let me tell you,
big man.
And a great son. You guys are doing great. God bless you.
5
Love
long
you,
years
man.
it's been. 5 long years.
5 years, and it's great. Jerry, you have anything to say to Sean, about this? This is, it's kind of a big
How many
thing.
years you got, Sean? How many years is it?
5.
I'm not saying.
5.
Okay.
5 years.
Now, I've been with my girl 5 years, and you want to know the best advice I could give to you on another happy 5 years? I've been with my girl like 47 years, so...
Jerry, she's saying in the background 7, not
7.
5.
Wait,
7.
wait,
all right.
wait.
More than 5, I meant to
I
say.
need to duck for the shoe that's coming across out of the green room.
Here is my best advice, okay?
Wow, man.
Find a hobby and do your hobby as much as possible. The
Like
less
a
time
crazy
you spend
radio
with
show
her,
that 6 people listen to.
there you go.
That's it.
He's
man.
already way on his way to a happy relationship. The key is getting away.
Oh, that's messed up.
Yeah, man.
No, Sean, congratulations, man. I hope you have at least another 5 before that heart attack.
At least I won't be choking on any chicken or Cobb salads.
Oh, now come on. Now.
I told some of the guys in the green room earlier we should get chocolate-covered chicken nuggets. That way it's coated for Tommy. We don't want any accidents.
Oh, so it goes down easier,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
All right.
Everything chocolate goes down easier.
That's good. So I know that for the later.
Back when Tommy used to do those interracial... let's keep this PG.
Oh, man. Well, let's get back to... Well, you know what? Let's get back to
Hashtag
SWA.
Hobgoblin.
Let's get back
Not
to
safe
SWA
for children.
WarGames.
Still
Come
not
on.
safe for children radio show.
Well, SWA WarGames, Saturday, NYWC Sportatorium. Let's go, Jerry.
Well, we got the card to run down. We got our predictions to do. But first, hey, guys, get your tickets. If you don't have them
That's
yet.
it. We have them here at
Yep.
Omega Storage.
Omega
185
Storage.
Sunrise Highway, Amityville, New York. You can get them tomorrow from 9 to 5. I mean, come on, ladies and gentlemen. They're not lasting. Front row. Jerry, is it sold out or
We
what?
have
You
some
found
front
out?
row, but I would really suggest buying them online or getting them from you guys. I wouldn't try to show up the day of the show and get the front row. Get your front row in advance. You get in first. You get the best seats in the house. You're going to want to see this. There's a cage. You're going to want to be as close to the steel as possible.
Oh, I can't wait.
Before we move on with Mr. Werner,
All right.
we have a couple of guys who just want to are itching to get on.
Itching to get on?
Wait, who's this over here?
I can't see him. Oh, I looked down.
Oh,
okay.
wait, yeah. I see.
He's
Wait.
much taller in person.
Wait, MC Hammer?
MC Hammer?
Oh, no. What's... Oh, MC3. That's right.
MC3. All right, let's welcome
All right,
MC3.
yeah, go ahead, man. Come on up.
Well, it's not just me. We also
Oh, wait,
got
what
that,
is this one?
That guy, Riley.
That guy.
Oh, that guy.
guy.
That guy is back. That's cool.
That guy's back.
How you guys doing?
What's going on, man?
Nothing. Just figured we'd show some love to the Heel Face Radio Show and try to get some votes. We need you guys. We need to get revenge on the Middle Country Punks.
Can I just say something real quick? Okay. The past 2 times that we were in the ring with the Middle Country Punks, the first time they rolled up MC3 and held us tights. Cheap way.
Cheating.
Second time, they ran in our match and they beat the hell out of us from behind. Again, cheating. Now, what we're asking from the fans is if you guys vote for us to be in the cage match, there's not going to be any cheating. There's not going to be anything that's going to be able to allow it in this cage match. We're not going to lose this match. This is our redemption. This is our revenge. Give us the votes to get our revenge, guys.
Well, there you go.
MC3, what do you got to say?
MC3, man. Come
I
on.
guarantee blood, sweat, and tears. All from them, of course. I mean, their blood, their sweat, their tears. We're not going to break a sweat during this match. They're going to be destroyed. They're not going to be able to attack us from behind like Riley Daniels said. There's nothing they can do. I'm going to use that cage as a weapon. He's going to use that cage as a weapon. They're going to get destroyed.
Oh, Jerry.
I got a question for you guys. Now, Anyone who went over to our Suffolk Wrestling Alliance page on Facebook, which is wonderful. It's full of lots of nice, fun videos for the kids.
Oh, yeah.
They would have seen you guys, and I guess we'll call him the man in the top hat.
Well,
now,
yeah, what was that all about, man?
What we appeared to see was you guys and the man with the top hat make some kind of deal regarding your next match, and that would be this match coming up. Now, I'm asking a question. Now, I don't know who this guy is. So, obviously, if me and Tommy see this guy in the building, we're going to eject him and make sure he can't get in the building.
Yeah, because we're going to have heavy security that night. And
But let's...
Who, you guys, who the heck is he?
Yeah.
He was hanging out with you guys.
Honestly, I just met him in a dark alley.
Yeah.
I didn't want to trust him at first.
For the record, that alley was pretty well lit.
I would say so, yeah. But I would kind of, if you're bringing in people with top hats and not letting us know, that could lead to bad things for you guys.
I don't know who he is personally. All I know is he was wearing a top hat 90 degrees. I'm kind of sketched out to trust him. It's kind of weird. I don't know. I want to trust him. I am trusting him. I just don't know. He said something about a favor, and I don't know what it is. I think it might be cleaning his mom's garage or something he said. I don't know.
Does she have a freezer in the garage?
Hopefully.
Hypothetically speaking, let's say, for example, this man in the top hat was going to keep his arrangement with you. How do you think he would do that if you guys were in a steel cage?
That's kind of funny. Yeah, how would he?
That's a literal physical barrier from helping you in any way, shape, or form.
Definitely, man.
Well, in that case, I don't know if anybody here is a fan of Dragon Ball Z. I guess he would be getting the crowd behind us like a spirit bomb, lending us their energy and power. I guess you could take that as a metaphor. I don't know if anybody here watches Dragon Ball Z.
Watch it, but
Spirit bomb.
That's good.
Beer bong?
Spirit bomb.
Oh, I thought you said beer bong. I was going to say,
Spirit bomb.
I said me and Jerry are out of here,
Energy.
brother.
Maybe that's what he's going to do. I don't know. A cage is kind of a physical barrier.
Okay.
I can't see him helping us in any way like that.
Yeah.
Jerry, I thought they were talking
So
about
the
beer
man
bong.
in the top hat's going to bring pom-poms?
These beer bongs and everything is going to be happening at the after party.
At Sinclair's Pub, ladies and gentlemen.
West Babylon.
Be there. You're going to get to hang out with MC3 and that guy.
But the Middle Country Punks, they're going to be in the hospital.
Wow, man. Well, that's why we have the ambulance all ready for this show,
hopefully.
sitting right there. And I don't know, man.
Exactly. Well,
I
even if it's
really
not in
don't.
a steel cage, which I'm hoping it's in a steel cage.
My damn thing is still this guy with the top hat. And I know Jerry's standing there wondering what's going on, this guy with the top hat. Because if we spot him in the building, he will be escorted by us out of the building. And it doesn't matter who he is at all. Or who he knows. If I'm correct, Jerry.
Well, the thing that really bugged me was somehow, this guy managed to get himself on our cameras. And, the camera person was sent with these two to get their reaction after the match. And I don't know why the camera guy chose to film what he filmed. I don't know why he didn't cut it. I don't know why you guys didn't tell him to cut it. But this guy who's not affiliated with SWA made it into our cameras, made it onto our website in front of our fans. So it's obviously going to send up flares with me and Tommy. We're obviously going to be thinking, who is this guy? How did he get in? And how is he going to keep these promises he's making you guys? So we're going to have questions.
Definitely.
But I don't blame you guys. You guys don't know who he is. You guys merely took a deal. And I think that, I guess at the core of it, me and Tommy are interested to see exactly how this guy plans to keep this deal.
Yep.
So are we.
So are we.
But I have another. I have a bone to pick with Tommy Coe right now about the whole Chris Caden situation.
Justice!
He used my whole... Was served. And you know what? He used my whole name, so we're going to be going to war right now. Let's go, brother.
Okay, well, I'm on side with Chris Caden. You're getting a little bit too much power here. Yeah, you got the Napoleonic complex. You have little man syndrome. You need to overcompensate the power for something that you might be lacking. I'm not saying what.
Napoleon, Director of Authority.
I'm just having to say that you're taking too much power. Chris Caden does not deserve to be suspended. Granted, I want it to be in the cage match, so I'm kind of, in a way, he's suspended. That's one less person to worry about votes for.
Well, with you, honestly, what I've got to say is you and your partner are bringing in this guy with a top hat, and you're talking to me about Chris Caden being in suspension, I would watch out.
Yeah, I am siding with him,
I would watch out.
Well,
Go ahead.
I guess we have a lot riding on this match now that
Yes,
I'm
you
siding
do.
against you.
Yes, I would say so. And if you think you could win, you're
I
making
think I
silly
can win.
faces at me. It's all right.
There's
Google Gaga
there's a
too.
crying baby out there. I'm trying to do my
Yeah,
civic
because
duty.
you know what? Yeah, it's all good.
MC3 is great for kids.
Yeah, he is.
Just like Justice.
Justice
was served.
Not really.
This is all I have to say for tonight. We will save this debate for another
Yeah,
night.
it's all good if you want to. But let me tell you, come Saturday, show me what you've got in that ring.
Oh, I will
and
show
I
you.
see the guy with the top hat, or Jerry does, he's gone.
And I'll still win regardless of that fact.
But don't forget.
That's right. You and that guy will win.
Yes.
And don't forget, you might be on the sidelines of Chris. So you better, put your boots up if you have to. Yeah.
That's if I lose, and
Yeah.
that's not going to happen. I'm guaranteeing
All right.
victory.
We'll see what happens come Saturday.
I'm so
All right.
confident. I'm so confident in guaranteeing victory that if we lose, we're both suspended.
And you're willing to put that on the line
If he gets
in front of me and Jerry.
Well, I think, Tommy, I think it's not a question of suspension. I think it's a question of wins and losses, and another loss, guys.
No,
You
it
guys
was
might
just,
end up
you know what?
on the permanent suspension list.
I wouldn't do that to you. It would just be a pure loss to you. And then next show, you come in and you do what me and Jerry say, no matter what. All right? We'll catch you guys Saturday at WarGames.
Chris Caden thing's a very hot topic here.
Yes, it is, man.
A simple management decision is turning into one of our biggest stories.
Oh, yeah. It definitely is, bro. It's crazy.
That's right, because we want justice.
Was served,
Man,
brother.
I think we should book Christian Cage just so he can take that C thing back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
That's crazy.
gimmick infringement
man.
here, buddy. No,
Yeah. But you know what? I can't wait for Saturday. It's getting better and better. You know what? We were interrupted by GYD. Let's go through the picks.
Okay, you guys ready? What do you want? Top to bottom, bottom to the top?
Mix it up. I don't care. Make it work.
All right. Well, I guess we'll start with the bottom of the barrel, and we'll work our way to the top of the show.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Well, of course, we'll start with Lexa Rose. Now, she was not medically cleared to wrestle at WarGames. I know a lot of people were disappointed about that.
I'm one of them. I'm disappointed.
Lexa's a hell of a wrestler. She gets in there and she throws dukes with the best of them. But, Lexa Rose and Nightmare are going to have to settle their score one way or another. And at WarGames, we're going to do Nightmare versus Lexa Rose's representative, who she's picking, in a dress versus makeup match. If Nightmare wins, no more dress. He doesn't have to put it on. He doesn't have to get in it. If he loses, he's putting that dress on, and he's getting a pretty little makeover from Lexa Rose.
Man. Oh, wow, man. People are falling through stuff, and
the green room's getting volatile because they want justice.
Was served.
I think we just did our rendition of the Nutcracker.
I think so, man. But
Jesus, the undead have been pulled from this one of WarGames. Severe testicular trauma, not safe for kids.
But,
oh my God, Cooter would have patted me on the back for that one.
He would have loved it. But let's
no
get
injuries
back
in the
to what
studio.
we have here in front of us. Oh man! Wow. Well, let's where were we on?
All right. Of course, we had Lexa Rose and her representative taking on Nightmare. Dress versus makeup. What do you guys think?
Honestly, I think that
it's hard to choose. You don't know who her guy is.
I think we're gonna see Nightmare in a dress. I think we will.
I don't want to say it, but I would love to see Nightmare in a dress.
Yeah, that would be something priceless.
He already comes out to the ring with his face made up.
Yeah, but I want to see the cat eyes. I want to see what is it called? Blush. There you go. I want to see blush.
Yeah, that's it.
Nice rosy red on his cheeks.
Oh, borrowing the wife's makeup. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I'm not good with the pretty little frilly stuff. I'm more into the beat 'em up stuff. So.
Oh, okay.
But
Tommy likes frilly.
Nightmare's gonna make a very pretty woman. If Lexa Rose has her way. But, Nightmare's a good competitor. He's been in there with Jason Knight. on her shows. He's been in there with Lexa Rose. He had a great match with Long Island's Finest Cash at our after-hours taping. So I would never count that guy out. What do you got, Sean?
I want to see Nightmare in a dress.
Lexa Rose. All right. What do you got, Sean?
I like what Sean said. I think I think Nightmare in a
You know
dress.
what I also want to see? Justice!
This Chris Caden thing's
Boy,
taking off.
serve, definitely, but yeah, it is, man.
I guess if I'm stretched for a pick, I'm going to go with Nightmare. I don't think you can count a guy out that's been there with the ECW Elite like Jason Knight. So I think this is Nightmare's night to regain his humility.
Definitely. All right.
All right. In one of our potential cage matches, we have a rematch from the last show. We have the Middle Country Punks, J-Fabs, and CJG versus the Celebrity MC3 and Riley Daniels. Now, we
That
just
guy.
heard MC3 is very competent. You got MC3?
I don't know.
Middle Country Punks.
Yeah, but you throw in the wild card of the guy in the top hat.
Well, the Punks were victorious last time, and at our after-hours taping, the Punks were able to beat MC3 and Riley Daniels again. So this is their last chance of redemption.
Middle Country Punks. Come on, Sean. What do you think?
I don't know.
Or do you?
Do I think?
Yeah. Come
Not
on.
when it comes to you and Cobb Salad.
I guess.
That's a no-brainer.
That's
The
it.
Cobb
Cobb
Salad
Salad's the
wins.
decider on everything over
Yeah,
here.
that's it, man.
It's just a pick 'em for me.
I think Middle Country Punks all the way through that match, and it's not because of the guy with the top hat, whatever the heck that, I don't know who he is or whatever.
I'm going to agree with Tommy. I think our security is good. I don't think this guy will get in the building. And I feel like Middle Country Punks have been dominant in their matches with them in the past. I feel like Middle Country Punks all the way for this one. So me and Tommy are in agreement on that one.
Well, Sean?
I'm going straight down. I don't know. Pick 'em. That's a pick 'em match.
Oh, you're the coward. You're in the middle. Okay.
All right. Next we have Casey Koresh with Big Papa Kanoosh by his side taking on totally radical Steven Persons.
Yeah.
Now, if you guys remember what happened at the last show, Steven Persons, Steve the Turtle Whiner, ended up falling to Anthony Gangone and Casey Koresh due to an interference by Papa Kanoosh. If this match is in the cage, Papa Kanoosh will not be able to interfere. But if not, he's a big factor on the outside. So what do you guys have?
Well, before I even say anything, our media department's very talented. That's all. Papa Ganoush. Check it out. But,
the Sheep's Head Bay. All right.
Yeah.
I know what you guys are talking about.
But honestly, on that, you know what? Steven Persons, definitely. You know, I think he's going to take it.
I gotta go. I gotta go with the Total Radical 80s.
Yeah, man. That's it.
I think that Steven Persons has been with us for a very long time, and he's been very successful for us. He actually moved off the SWA when we were the pre-show. He moved up to FCW, and he had some success up there, wrestling Joseph Von Schmidt and such. But I think I'm going to go with Casey Koresh. I think this kid is a person a lot of people are slipping on. I mean, we like I said, we went out and we found the gems of pro wrestling. And Casey Koresh, a 13-year veteran, he's one of the gems in New Jersey, and we brought him to SWA. And I think this is a match to really showcase it. So I'm going to go with Casey Koresh. And you count in Papa Kanoosh, because we don't know it's going to be in a cage. So
Yeah, I don't know. All right.
All right.
I guess so, man.
We have, of course, the tag team showdown. The Graveyard Disciples versus the Undead Army.
Time's up. Steven Persons here.
All right.
I was just
wait.
just voted against you on
It's
this
the
prediction
80s. The 80s. Total.
Steven Persons just came
Steven
busting
Persons.
into the studio.
There you go.
thing. Let the Colombian sugar flow. Steven Persons is here.
I don't need no stand for the mic. I got a hand, baby. What's
I think
going
you
on?
already got a little head start on that Colombian powder.
You're palming the mic. You tell us.
Where's Ganoush? He's here every single time to do his little rundown. Where is he?
He's not here.
Come on, brother.
You see, I thought he was going to be smart enough. You see, I set up a couple of lies, a couple of deceptions to let everyone know that I was going to be in Pennsylvania. I was going to make a surprise appearance, but I guess I gave the man not enough credit.
He's got connections.
Let me look
over
around.
at
Hold
Sheep's
this
Head
mic.
Bay.
Now I'm palming his mic. Is there a problem with that?
Steven Persons is in the closet. Like R. Kelly, he's out of the closet.
See, I know I smell him, and I know the man doesn't bathe that much. I guess either A, I just miss him, or B, he really does stink that much since last week.
He's Italian.
Makes sense.
Tommy C. toxed out the studio last week.
See, I drove all the way down from my good friend Mike Quinn's house over in Broad Channel, Queens. And I'll tell you right now, if he was here, I wouldn't put my hands on him because I'm a God-fearing man, and that's not a Christian thing to do. But I'll tell you this much right now, I would put the fear of God inside of him.
Now, Steven, you seem very focused on Papa Kanoosh. What about Casey Koresh?
Oh, Casey. You see, Casey, I gave you a lot of respect. I gave you a shout-out. I admire your skills. I admire your tenacity. But the only problem is now we're going into something a little bit different. We're not going into a regular singles match. We're going into a cage match.
So you're confident you're going to win this poll?
I'm not confident. I'm hoping. I'm hoping that each and every one of you who could hear my voice, that can feel my passion for this match, go online, go vote. All right? I put out the videos, I put up the links, I put everything out there for the people to see. I want Casey in that cage. There are a lot of great other candidates for this voting, but I am the most deserving.
A vote for Steven Persons is a vote for revenge. I remember seeing your video.
A vote for Steven Person is a vote for revenge. A vote for Steven Person is a vote for the right person. Plain and simple.
I don't know how he timed this. He lived for everybody that's listening at home. We're in a studio off the highway. There are people waiting outside, and as we mention his name, he appears out of thin air, running in, all jacked up, and comes in here to call out Papa Kanoosh and Casey Koresh. Steven Persons. Saturday is only 4 days away.
4 days away. 3 nights away. It's gonna be the night that I personally beat Casey Koresh in the middle of that cage. And then, as the stipulation has been added, I get Papa Kanoosh in the match, in the cage, for 5 glorious minutes. You see, maybe people didn't realize that you should go on the World Wide Web and look up the beautiful match that me and Steven the Turtle had against Casey Koresh and Anthony
Gangone.
Anthony Gangone. At the end of that match, we and Turtle were rocking and rolling. We had the tires to the fire. We had everything going for us. And then somebody snuck up behind us after being, as he quote said, impartial during the whole entire match and pushed me off the top rope.
I was just telling our hosts here today, and they both went with Steven Persons, I believe, right? You guys were behind the Totally Radical one.
But I think the ghost of Michael Jackson stole some of your gear, and he's running around the green room.
Ghost of Michael Jackson's rested in heaven to where the good man belongs. Can't say so much for his kids.
Well, that might be one of his kids. Is that Bubbles, or is he a monkey?
That's the monkey. That is the monkey.
Bubbles
We're looking
monkey
at
in the
the
studio.
monkey. He just threw feces across the room.
Maybe that's who Lexa
We have
Rose
somebody
will
here to
choose.
clean it up, right?
Bubbles the monkey versus Nightmare. Dress versus makeup.
He's not going to start morphing into like some black woman, then a white guy, and a whole bunch of different people, right?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
All I'm saying is I appreciate everybody voting for who you want, and I go for that. I understand it. But I'm telling you right now, if you want revenge, if you want to see 2 people get thrown post to post, side of a cage to side of a cage, vote for Steven Person versus Casey Koresh. Because at the end of that, you get a bonus match of 5 minutes of me kicking the living tar out of Papa Kanoosh.
Maybe he'll lose his way to Italy from Sheepshead Bay.
Now, of course, guys, the results of that poll will be revealed live. We will find out when the audience finds out live on the big screen at WarGames. This is going to be an interesting night. Steven Person, thank you for coming down, buddy.
Anytime. Vote for Steven Person.
Yo, man. All I have to say is that this is insane. Steven Persons just stormed through.
Rolls in here like a white pony.
Like a disco dancing freak.
Well, that was an 80s reference, but we'll talk about that off air. Not safe for children.
That's true. Yeah. But,
well, of course. All right.
Rolled in here like it was Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
But you know what? Hold on, guys. Hold on.
Where
and
were we?
Hold on. If Papa Kanoosh is on my phone texting me, and if Steven Persons still is here, he wants to call in and talk to Steven Persons.
Oh, God. Here we go. Business is about to pick up, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to actually text back Papa Kanoosh and let him know that Steven Persons has a few words directly he wants to tell him.
All right,
So,
we'll get Papa Kanoosh on here shortly.
Why don't we catch a quick song and set this all up?
We'll finish now. We'll finish our predictions. We'll get Papa Kanoosh in here to talk to Stephen Persons. And we'll be back with the War Games edition.
Call him on and take us
Papa
out.
Kanoosh is calling in a little bit.
Why do you captivate me so well? My eyes, your eyes, connection makes my heart swell. Now I'm here and you're not there, but no one seems to care. I was looking for something better, but you were in it. You were in it. Like the wrong puzzle piece, you just don't fit. You just don't fit. Why do you kill me so well? Those eyes make my heart swell. Now I'm here and you're not there, and no one seems to care. I was looking for something better, but you were in it. You were in it. Like the wrong puzzle piece, you just don't fit. You just don't fit. Here we go! I was looking for something better, but you were in it. You were in it. Like the wrong puzzle piece, you just don't fit. 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 You just don't fit.
Back and through
Yes,
the
we are
magic
back.
of radio,
And
that was
yeah.
Drop the Gloves. But we're going to talk more about the band later because
Yeah.
on the phone, Papa Kanoosh. We're just
yeah.
going to let these guys go.
Well, we got. Oh,
I'll
never
show
mind.
through this. Hailing in from sunny San Dimas, California, weighing in at 225 pounds. He is the man who hopefully will be voted into that steel cage, will beat Casey Korish, and then drag Papa Kanoosh into that cage and beat him like he corrected me in public. Ladies and gentlemen, totally radical, Stephen Purcell.
Oh boy.
You see, Kanoosh, I know you have short-term memory problems, as in your brain does not function properly, so I'll run this down for you. At the last show, you put your hand on the wrong person. What you... Yes, I understand that. The only problem is I was barely conscious after you did that. What are you going to do? What are you going to do when I am locked in a cage with you?
Mark.
The only problem with that is that you are not like The Undertaker, but yet you are in the same sense. You see, you think that you're going to be able to put your hands on me. I am going to be so excited to kick your face in so hard that you will be the Walking Dead man.
Well, what? Hey, listen, Papa Ganoush, one at a time. Take your time, all right? Steven Persons is nothing but pure star. You know, you can't, push a star. Take it. Yeah, okay. All right, come on, Steve. Give it to him, Steve.
Let him talk.
You can do whatever you want, but like I said, you want to say Undertaker Boss Man, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say Jesse James back in the Wild West. I'm not going to hang you. I'm going to put you in a cage, and you're going to rot there after I'm done with you. Because the EMTs and all the cleanup crew are not going to have enough materials to get you back together again. You giant Huey Dewey, man-baby-looking guy. I am going to beat Casey. This is something you don't understand. And I've heard a little rumor that you and Casey have been walking around getting people to vote for other people in the cage match. This way, I can't get to you.
I'm not going to expose any secrets. When we see what happens, you know what happens. I ain't telling you nothing. And how dare you fucking try and even take a look into anything we're doing. You do not mess with the cage.
Papa Ganoush, hey, listen. It's a family show. Keep the F-bomb out, or we'll cut you from the mic, all right? Thank you.
Sorry.
What's going to happen?
He's pissing me off. He's talking to a whole bunch of junk.
You dug this hole. You're the one with the shovel in your hand. You're the one who had it. All you had to do is stay out there, mind your own business, be a good little manager, cheer your guy on. But when you saw your manager, when you're the manager, should I say, when you saw your wrestler, when you saw your guy that you put your money into, the one that you go and train with, the one that you give advice to back in the locker room, when you saw him getting the crap beat out of him, you went for a signal, a plan B, I guess it was. He started feigning a leg injury, and you pushed me off the top rope. This way the referee couldn't see it. You're going to pay for
and the
that.
referee didn't see it.
Exactly. I'm not a complainer. I'm not a whiner. What I'm going to do
It
is...
sounds like you're whining to me.
I'm giving you a directive. I'm giving you instructions. This is what's going to happen.
Well.
You're going to get hurt. You put your hands on a wrestler has the right to get his hands on you. Thanks to the good old commissioner, I have that option if we get voted into that cage. So I'm telling you as much right now. You better pray to Zeus, to Allah, whoever it is that you hold dear to your heart for your soul. Because I am going to kick that soul out of your body.
Well, listen to me. You're lucky I've been in jail this past month and a half. Or I would have got you already. You see, I was on my way to Little Italia in Manhattan, so I heard a Greek was running his mouth about me, putting posts on Google saying that he's better than Papa Ganoush. So I got in my town car, I went out there, and as I was about to get out there, an Albanian cut me off. So I said, hey, Albanian, you can't cut me off. I ripped him out of his car, and I kept beating him over the head. And I kept hitting him and hitting him with my Beretta. And I said, you think you're better than me now? And then the police came out of nowhere, and they said, hey, calm down. I was like, no, I'm Papa Ganoush. And then out of nowhere, they stunned me. And I woke up in Rikers Island. And I just got out today. So I just got my phone back. I'm about to get my car at the impound. And, yeah. So what do you think about that? Huh? You ready for that mentality? Huh? You ready for the jail mentality there? Fangulo?
I didn't know that.
I'm so lucky I've been locked up.
I didn't know that getting into a fight with an Albanian was Latin for you were touching underage animals.
What the hell are you talking about? I'm not from Kansas.
You're doing a good impression of one. So, here's what's going to happen. You get all your little lawyers to clean up all your little anger management problems, whatever it is. I want you, after I beat Casey in that cage, and I'm not going to knock Casey. I'm not overlooking him. But I'll tell you this much right now. I'm looking for my dessert. Casey's the main course. You, my friend, are the brownie with the ice cream.
Well, whatever. I'll be coming with my friend Louie, so you can deal with both of us.
Don't let
the cat cut your tongue or something?
Don't let your crocodile mouth, let your hummingbird butt do all the work for you.
Well, what do you say about a hummingbird? You take pictures of hummingbirds because you have nothing else to do with your life? What's wrong with you?
So, Commish, I think I've set my warning fair enough in advance. Casey, I hope you're listening.
Yeah, warning, you ain't gonna do nothing.
Casey, I hope you're listening. I am gonna admit, I'm a little bit anxious to get in the cage with you because I know you're such a warrior, you're a wrestler.
What? I can't hear you. What, you got a toga wrapped around your face?
You are a wrestler, you are an athlete. I am a wrestler, I am an athlete.
That's how you're gonna sound there if I'm done choking you. You ain't gonna make a noise.
Let me finish. I know this is something that, you know, you never heard from a woman, but I'm trying to finish.
What?
Here.
What are you, in the library? Speak up.
What's gonna happen is this. Casey, I want you to try and beat me, because I'm going to try.
Hello, you even there?
Okay, how's that now?
That's better.
Okay.
Yeah, hey.
Some mic difficulties here. These analog mics don't work as well as they used to do. Anyway, what I was saying is this. Casey, I'm looking forward to our match because I don't like people who go behind referees' backs to make wins. You're a hell of an athlete. You're better than that. And personally, I know you can do better. My only problem is you beat us. I don't like the way we were beat. So this cage match, that if we get voted into, is going to be something that you earned.
Up there and superplex you off the top.
I'm going to take your manager after I beat you, and I'm going to hurt him in ways that he only seen in movies. Again, I hand this over to the commissioner.
Well, you know what? All I got to say is, Papa Ganoush, if you do have another representative of yours that interferes in the match, you will look at a suspension upon that. That goes after Steve Persons. There is no way around it.
No suspension. You can't suspend Papa Ganoush. What are you, insane?
Well, let me tell you something. You can't turn around and threaten people the way that you are, and if it's any way, shape, or form
he threatened me. It's self-defense.
Well, it's any way, shape, or form going after Stephen Persons, then it's going to be a problem.
So it's equality here. If he threatens me, I threaten him.
Well, it goes all the way around, but you're putting in another party, which is not the correct way to go about it. If you want to go about it at the next event that SWA holds, we could put you against Stephen Persons if you like.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. I think Papa Ganoush will like it.
Well, what I will do is I'll turn around, take it to the rest of the SWA officials, Mr. Jerry Warner, and the referees, and we'll see what we could do for the next event, all right? Because it's not going to happen that way. But, all right, so... Sean, you have anything to say, man?
I'm good. It's pretty much all been said and done as far as this match is concerned.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I hear you, man.
Hey, Sean, you still owe me $10.
For what?
I don't remember. I drank too much red wine that night, but I know I'd give you $10. So you have to give it back to me, won't you?
Sure, you come get it from me at WarGames.
Yeah.
I think you had to take a taxi home, and I gave you $10 to take a cab home.
Well, Papa Ganoush, thanks for calling in.
Well, we appreciate it. We'll talk to you soon, man.
Of course. I'm just upset. I was away and I couldn't call in. I didn't get enough phone time, so I'm calling in now to make up for lost time.
Well, it's all right, and we appreciate that you did call in and interrupt Stephen Persons' interview. And we'll see. We'll see you Saturday.
Interview. He should be glad that I interrupted his interview, because if he had his own interview, it would sound like a concert at the library. It's an oxymoron. It's stupid. It's still nuts. So he should be thanking Papa Ganoush for interrupting his stupid interview.
Listen, we'll see you Saturday at SWA WarGames at the NYWC Sportatorium, where this will all be taken care of. All right?
Yeah,
we'll talk to you later.
Yeah, I can't wait to play Ganoush games.
All right, we'll talk to you later. All right?
Yeah, all right.
Now, goodbye.
Prego.
Good night. Well, that was Papa Ganoush, interrupting Stephen Persons' interview and so forth.
We just happened to storm in here anyway. So.
Yeah, well,
this has been a crazy night so far.
Yes,
it has.
This is
one of your guys' big downloads afterwards.
It's been a crazy night, and it's been a night for justice.
Was sir?
Hayden, the resident superhero. Apparently, I would have thought that was ATL.
It was sir. Trust me. I bet you do back there.
We do have some Caden detractors here. All right, so what were we doing before the Papa Canoe, Steven Person, White Pony Riot?
We were going through the picks over here.
What were we at? Graveyard Disciples Undead?
Yeah.
Now we know you guys picked this earlier. You guys said Graveyard Disciples, Tommy, and Sean, you said...
Yeah, you said Graveyard Disciples because they were here. I want to know what your pick is now.
I still say GYD. Jerry's playing footsies with me.
Yeah.
Under the table.
He's soft like a baby.
With GYD? You're sticking with GYD after that?
Yes, I am.
I got to go with GYD myself, Sean.
I've always gone for GYD. By the way, I had nothing to do with that attack.
So that's three. This is
Really?
the first time so far that we're all unanimous. GYD, that's our prediction.
Yes, he did. No.
Yes, he did. We have a talented roster, but the IQs of this roster we have, we are the caveman fed.
The green room is very alive tonight.
With the sound of music. What do we have up next, guys? All right, we have a grudge match. This is the King Junior Reyes taking on the New Age Terminator Trigger. This match is, I guess we would say, a long, long time coming. What do you got? Sean, you're up first.
Trigger's out of crazy glue. There's no way he's walking out of this match.
Yeah, I think so, because Reyes really, come on. Necro Butcher?
Trigger.
He held his game. He held his own.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. I think Trigger is nuts just to even think of stepping in the ring with Junior.
I think Reyes is going to drag him out into a storage unit or something and tie him down.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I had the chance. Me and Rush, me and Tommy had a chance to sit down and talk with Trigger, and Trigger's fired up. He's fired up. But, he's gone through a lot over the last year injury-wise. His body's pretty broken down, and it's a big test to get in there with the King. As Tommy mentioned, I think Necro Butcher brought out the best in Junior Reyes.
So I don't see hope for Trigger at all. There's no way. If there is, God bless him.
So I guess I'm going to go with Junior Reyes as well. I think that's another all three unanimous.
Yeah. Triggers.
Now, how much has things changed? What we just a couple shows ago, we were sitting here going, Reyes is going to lose. He's going to get cut. He's going to be gone from SWA. We're all sitting here doubting him, and now, a couple months later, we're talking about how the best of him has come out, and Trigger's in trouble.
As you just said, not seconds ago, Necro Butcher brought it out of him, and that's where it all counts, because he's had matches that have gone from a little cut to a big cut to pure nothing but river of blood, and
he's got cameraman now following him everywhere.
Yeah. His level of theatrics have gone through the roof. He's a dramatic guy.
So SWA camera crew is following him around, and scary enough, he's got his own storage unit.
And Lady Gaga.
Yeah, he's got a storage unit with. He says his toys. There's nothing in there.
Nothing in there. I don't know if he was seeing something. Oh, I didn't see. It was very dark.
I don't know. I didn't see anything.
And when I looked at the video, I didn't see anything either.
And then the door closed. I don't know. It's just some crazy stuff, man.
But let me just take a second. Me and Tommy, let us take a second and put our hands up in the air and pat ourselves on the back, Barry Horowitz style, because that's why we did it. That is why Colt Cabana versus Ricky Richards. This is why Necro Butcher took on Junior Reyes. This is why Jigsaw took on Justin Toxic, and this is why the Great Bambino is taking on Balls Mahoney. These legends, these top icons of the sport, are going to bring the best out in our hidden gems, our stars of the future. And I think it's happened every single time. But will it happen with the Great Bambino and Balls Mahoney? We're getting to it.
CJ.
We're getting to it. All right. Before we get there, we got your hero, Mike Magnum, taking on Long Island's finest Cash. Now, for all of you that don't know, Cash was forged in the fire of SWA. He's an SWA original. This is where he came from. He's very happy to be home, and he's very happy to have a chance to make a name for himself in the company he came from. Mike Magnum's had a hard couple years, and I'm not really sure what's going through the head of Mike Magnum after he attacked Chris Caden, his bizarre interviews he's been posting up on our website. But Mike Magnum is no slouch. He is a hell of a wrestler, a world-class competitor. And what do you got, Sean?
Magnum seems hungry.
He seems starving. Afghanistan will do that to a guy.
I got to go with Mike Magnum.
I would say Cash, definitely. L.I. Finest Cash. I have to say that. He's an SWA original, and...
Now, if it's in a
you know,
cage, does it change your pick, guys?
I would still go with Cash. He can last, he can
still
do the
going with
ring.
Magnum.
I guess, as far as my opinion would go, I think a distracted man is a weak man. I think Mike Magnum's very distracted. I think still what's happened to him, he hasn't gotten over. I think this is Cash's for the taking. I think this is Long Island Finest shining moment here at WarGames.
So, yeah, that's what I'd say 2-1 on that one, Sean.
I think you'll be very surprised with how that turns out.
Now,
yeah, definitely.
Very excited for this next match. We brought these guys in all the way from Florida, the WXW Tag Team Champions, former TNA Gut Check competitors. The New Eurekans are coming to WarGames. They issued an open challenge, and our resident Latin Fire, the Los Sucios, took them up. Los Sucios, New Eurekans, what do you got? Let's start with Tommy.
I would say Los Sucios.
Yeah.
Sucios all the way.
Sucios have been here before. They do
Yes.
have the home field advantage, so to speak.
Yeah.
I did see video of the
New
Eurekans.
New Eurekan.
Yeah, they're going to give the CCOs a tough run for their money.
What do you got? You going with the
No
Ricans
way.
or what?
You going with them?
I think I'm going with the Ricans, yeah.
For real.
For real.
I think this is a
Come on,
pick 'em for me. I think the Sucios are a talented team. I think that they just haven't had a chance to shine yet in SWA. And I think the New Eurekans, I mean, they wouldn't be here unless I absolutely 100% believed in them. And you know what? I'm gonna say I got no pick on this one. I'm going to sit back and enjoy this, find out which tag team reshapes our division.
Well, you know what? That's one of my picks that actually I would have for the steel cage. And, you know, that was one of them.
Incredible match, yeah.
Yeah, that would be an insane match.
Yes.
The Sucios are a tough tag team, and they do not give up. They keep on going and going, even on a regular match.
They are hard-hitting wrestlers. This is a nitty-gritty technical masterpiece.
Yeah.
It's gonna be beautiful violence when the Sucios
Yeah,
and the Ricans
definitely.
get in there.
You got the Sucios, high-flying, technical, everything is there. And that's a team that when you go to the show Saturday, watch them. Whether it's in a cage or not, it's a match that you don't want to miss.
Yes, sir. That's going to be a hell of a match. All right, guys, we're up to the cage matches, the big main events of the show.
Ooh.
Second half, so to speak. All right, let's start with number one. We have the top 5 ranked versus top 5 ranked. First time in SWA history. Number 4 versus number 5. Braden Knight taking on the protector of professional wrestling, Jack Gallo. I'll go first. I haven't gone first yet.
Go.
All right. Jack Gallo has a very, very, very big problem, and it's himself. And right now, Gallo's got a plug in the back of his head that's stopping him from getting what he wants, and that's that Pride Championship. And I think that Jack Gallo is letting himself get distracted, letting himself get caught up in rematches and redos instead of moving forward. So I think Braden Knight takes this.
Go ahead, Sean. What do you got?
You got the perfect 10, Braden Knight.
Yeah. Mr. SWA, as he's been calling himself lately.
Hey,
The
not bad.
protector of professional wrestling, Jack Gallo. In a cage. Now, this has been going on since Snow Brawl.
Yeah.
When they were nose
Yep.
to nose
Yeah.
on the outside of the ring. When Braden Knight wasn't drinking a Coors Light, sitting in a chair enjoying half the Rumble.
Costing each other the
Oh, yeah.
the win in that Snow Brawl Rumble in the process.
Definitely, man.
Yeah.
Well,
And then and fast forward to Wrestle Hell, where you had the two of them in a match. Jack Gallo not feeling the best.
Yeah. Trooper, though. 105 fever
Right.
went out there.
And he went out there and did his thing, and he came up on the short end of the stick.
That's a good point, though. Gallo's fever is a very good point. It wasn't 110% of Jack Gallo. That is a great. Yeah, that's a good point.
Now you've got a healthy Jack Gallo. You've got a healthy Braden Knight.
Yeah. What do you got, Sean? Drum roll.
I got to go with Jack Gallo.
Jack Gallo. All right.
You know
1 to
what?
1.
all that song and dance that you were just saying, and
Wasn't a
whatnot.
song and dance
I
director
know
of
it was.
authority.
It was
Check
all
your history.
It was
It's
all the
fact.
history, but you know what? Cut and dry, down to the bone. Braided Knight.
2 Braden Knights, 1. Who would have thought we wouldn't have had it? Back on the first show, everybody unanimously, Jack Gallo. Second show, unanimously, Jack Gallo. You see, we're starting to see stars emerge. We're starting to see things change here.
Yes, it is.
Love
the perfect 10, I think so, all the way, because he proved himself at the last event, and let me tell
Yes,
you.
but at Wrestle Hell again.
Yes.
you gotta bring Gallo not up to his best in it.
Oh, no. Gallo
true.
wasn't, but Braden Knight, you know what?
This was a good rematch to put
Yeah.
together.
Braden
Taking
Knight.
Gallo's condition into heart, their rankings, this is a great cage match.
And then you're wrapping it inside a steel cage.
So, Braden Knight on that one all the way.
People are predicting a match of the night. I'm predicting a possible late match of the year candidate in this one, guys.
Definite.
All right. Time for the House of Violence WarGames match, what the pay-per-view itself is named after. We have Beard Life, and it was supposed to be Necro Butcher, taking on Damage Inc., Hollywood, Jay Lubber, Frankie Stars, and Justin Toxic. Now, we know Beard Life are in there. We know they have the opportunity to find a partner. We don't know if they will. What do you guys think? This is really a big question mark here.
I think
The
they
question is who, if anyone, Beard Life brings to the ring with them.
Can you replace Necro Butcher? That's a big question mark.
Well, you can't replace.
No, you can't.
You can. You'll never fully replace Necro Butcher.
You cannot replace the man of insanity at all, because let me tell you something, Necro Butcher has history in this kind of match, and there is no way of replacing a man of his stature.
It's true.
At all.
The biggest weapon possibly on that team has now been taken out.
Yeah. So, I honestly, you know, the SWA locker room is really the best, but I honestly don't think nobody in that locker room is actually worthy of getting in the ring with Bearded Life and involved in this match at all. So, I don't know, Jerry. You know, what do you guys got?
I mean, we're going to let Beard Life figure it out. I mean, if they want to bring somebody in from outside the company, that's their prerogative. To be this close to the event and have to make this big of a switch in a high-profile matchup like that, I don't envy the guys.
Again, it all depends who they bring. Who they bring to that curtain.
Well, you know what, ladies and gentlemen? If you don't have your tickets, you won't know.
Wait. Let me rewind real quick. What did you pick, Sean? House of Violence.
Right now, it's a toss-up.
Tommy?
You know what? I'm gonna take the cow while it's down. I would say Bearded Life with whoever they bring in.
I think that Damage Inc. are overdue for a night. I think Damage Inc. made a pretty decisive victory over Beard Life at the last show. And I think this doesn't change the equation. I think the absence of Necro Butcher is the deciding factor, and I think Damage Inc. is going to take this one.
I think
the variable is who comes through the curtain.
Yeah,
If anybody comes through the curtain.
Absolutely. If they do it on their own, it's kind of hard to bet on Beard Life.
Right.
I would still stick with Bearded Life because you know what? Those two purple freaks are pissed off and they're ready to take Damage Inc. down. And there is no way I think Bearded Life.
All right. 2-1.
I'm going to stick to it.
And now we have the final match, the most important of the entire show. The Great Bambino, the Pride Champion, CJ Antonino, taking on the chair-swinging freak, ECW WWE legend, Balls Mahoney, inside a steel cage. What do you got, Sean?
CJ. No question.
The young buck takes it.
None. You're putting him with Balls Mahoney in a cage. Balls Mahoney, when it's all done, is going to be lying in a pool of his own vomit.
We're calling this WarGames. You got an Italian kid basically walking up to a tank with a bat and beating it and trying to win. And Sean's picking the Italian kid.
You know what, Sean?
In a pool of his own vomit.
Pool of his own tank oil.
Come on, man. Are you serious? You're going to have a chair-swinging freak in the ring, and you're going to pick CJ? I have nothing against. He's a kid. That is strong to the bone. But you're going against Balls Mahoney. I don't know, man.
Hashtag
I don't know.
Swimming in the Chime River. That's what it's going to be like.
You know what? I don't think he's going to win the belt. I think it's going to go somewhere else, or I don't know. But all right, you twist my wrist. I would say CJ too.
What?
If you read my
You
little,
flip more times than a New York governor candidate.
And he sends more sexting pics than Anthony Weiner.
Weiner, did you
I
say?
wasn't
Weiner.
You
He
said
took the
Weiner.
bus.
Said Weiner. Cootage.
Hashtag Weiner.
I just pulled the bus to the
Hashtag
stop.
Weiner.
Warner got in.
Weiner.
Rang the bell. Ding, ding.
So we got 2 CJ Antoninos.
Yes.
I guess I will make my prediction. This is a tough one. I think, given the history of SWA Young Guns taking out the Legends, I think I'm going to go with Balls Mahoney. I think Balls Mahoney dethrones Antonino, becomes the Pride champion, and things change around here.
You know what, Jerry? Honestly, I'm a Balls Mahoney fan because Balls
You love
Mahoney-
balls.
No, not like that. Come on now.
Your wife tells me you love balls, so I know you love
no,
balls.
No, the gag ball comes out.
Remember
later.
that time Balls fell
wait.
over and he was all over your face backstage? Balls all over your face, you had to push him off?
Oh.
That was an interesting conversation.
Yeah, that's all right. Never mind. But
Balls is a very
anyway.
hairy guy. You do like hairy
Yeah.
balls. He
Yes.
prefers his balls toothless, like Balls Mahoney.
Yes, and yeah. But anyway, that's an after-hours show, ladies and gentlemen. But honestly, I think Balls Mahoney is gonna, he's gonna do some damage. But CJ is young. He's got the energy, and from his promo that he cut, let me tell you
he's
something.
fired up.
He's fired up. He's pissed. He's ready to take, Balls Mahoney down.
I think
it doesn't matter.
Cage is the variable that we should be focusing on. I think the Great Bambino in strictly wrestling matches has been able to use that submission of his and put a lot of guys away.
Yeah.
I mean, Chris Caden memorably twice tapping out and then passing out the second time. I think that Cage is going to change things. I think this is a rough, nasty, gritty fight by nature, and I think that favors Mahoney. I don't know if Antonino's ever been in something like this before. I think this is his first time stepping in a steel cage. And Balls Mahoney, he's been there time and time again.
Yes, but the last 4 videos of Balls Mahoney I've seen, he's throwing up all over himself somewhere.
But
Well, you have to. You're talking about the Marty Jannetty chair clip. You get hit that hard in the head, anyone's going to throw up.
Yeah,
that was a nasty chair shot. I know exactly what he's talking about.
I
PWS.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he yacked right. Yeah.
Yeah, but Balls went and he wrestled
Yeah.
the show that next day. Balls is crazy. I don't know if pain registers.
No, it don't. It's just.
I still think he's swimming in a sea of his own vomit when it's done.
So how does Bambino beat Balls? Does he choke him out? Does he pin him? Does he knock him out? Does he go over the top? Does he go out the door? How is Bambino going to pull this off?
There
Sean?
you go, Sean. That's something we.
This
yeah,
is the
there we
match that
go.
matters. So let's focus on the champion
Yeah.
and the legend.
I think Bambino's going to choke him out.
That might be Balls Mahoney's first submission of his career. I think I remember him tapping out to Kurt Angle, but that's a big comparison to make right
I
there.
know it's a tall order.
Yeah.
I know it's a tall order. But I think that CJ's going to choke him out.
Wow. What a statement that would be. We're looking at our top submission guy is Jack Gallo. You choke out Balls Mahoney. You be the first one to decisively choke him out. That's a big statement for CJ Antonino. The little Pride champion, the little quiet, the pride and hope of Long Island and SWA suddenly becomes... What are we drawing over here? Suddenly becomes a huge, huge, huge part of the independent wrestling scene in the United States.
Oh, look, it's a
Yeah.
picture of Zach Vengeance.
With little flowers being
But
drawn here.
you know what? Honestly, I think on this whole thing of what's going to be the winning situation at the end, I would say, in my opinion, would be some sort of weapon that CJ knocks him out with, out cold, over the top.
Well, we know that chair is always a factor when you have Balls Mahoney.
Yeah, you definitely know that. It's always there. And I see that it's going to be a weapon over the top, and I'll even say maybe through the door.
I think going with my prediction, if Balls is able to put him away, I don't think it will be escaping the door. I don't think Balls is going to climb over the top of that cage.
No, I think CJ is going to be the one because I think CJ is going to use a weapon towards Balls and take him out cold over the top.
You think he's going to do what he has to retain the belt?
Yes, he's going to hold that belt.
He is a Bronx
SWA.
Bomber, so
Yes.
I can believe it.
Oh, look, it's a picture of Zach Vengeance holding a flower.
I thought that was Bobby Dream.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wait, no, no, it has money.
Yeah. All right, but oh man.
Well, I guess we're going to take a little bit of a break, Sean.
Yeah, I think we
and
should.
then we'll come back with a very special guest. We didn't even know was calling in tonight,
Yep.
guys.
Why do you touch and feed me so well? My eyes, your eyes, connection makes my heart swell. Now I'm here and you're not there, but no one seems to care. I was looking for something better, but you were in it. You were in it! Like the wrong puzzle piece. You just don't fit. You just don't fit! Why do you kill me so well? Those eyes make my heart swell. Now I'm here and you're not there, and no one seems to care. I was looking for something better, but you were in it. You were in it! Like the wrong puzzle piece. You just don't fit. You just don't fit! Here we go! I was looking for something better, but you were in it. You were in it! Like the wrong puzzle piece. You just don't fit. You just don't fit! You just don't fit! You just don't fit! You just don't fit! You just don't fit!
listen a little bit to the cage.
You know what, ladies and gentlemen? We've got on the phone none other than Mike Magnum.
Your hero.
Your hero. Let's go, Mike.
Welcome to the show.
I'm not one for talking, guys. I'm not going to do what everybody else on this show has done. I'm not going to sit here and talk for a half an hour about what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do it. You see, because for me, war is not a game. So my war plans, they're not going to be exposed. I just wanted to clear up that just because I have a pile of bones to pick with the divided states of America does not mean for a second that I'm distracted.
Well,
Mike, there may be a task in hand in short stack Cash Ramirez, whatever his name is.
It changes monthly.
Well, you know what? I don't have time to follow whose name is changing every 5 minutes. But I do want to touch on something that Menace and his partner said also.
Okay.
They're right. I'm not their hero. Because people like them and everybody else within the sound of my voice, that's what's wrong with America. And that's whose hero I am. I'm America's hero. America used to stand for things. But then its own civilians allowed it to crumble from the inside. That's whose hero I am, the real United States of America.
And do you feel like, after you put away Cash, whether it's in a cage or not, do you feel like you'll then start to get some of the respect that you deserve, some of the admiration you deserve?
Absolutely not. And you know what? I damn sure hope it's in a cage. I damn sure hope it's in a cage. You know, because for me, I fought around barbed wire. I fought around landmines. For me, that'll be a walk in the park. So go ahead and vote for it. Because it's just going to be another beat down, just like last show, at the hands of Mike Magnum for Cash.
So, Magnum, are you trying to... I understand your disgruntled nature. I understand that you're upset with the United States government and your treatment and your experience serving. But I'm saying, what drives you to compete? Why are you here? What is the reason that you're in the ring with Cash? What are your goals? Inform us, because a lot of people, besides your match with Antonino at Pick Your Poison, a lot of people don't know Mike Magnum yet, and not knowing you, that's a lot of reason you're not getting the respect you deserve. So let's get to know Mike Magnum. Let's hear some of your motivation.
My motivation, first of all, being in the ring with Cash, being in the ring with CJ Antonino, being in the ring with a broomstick, it doesn't make a difference who I'm in the ring with. I'm here. I'm fighting to open up the eyes of all of the ignorant, united, in my case, divided states of America to see that they are the reason this country is constantly at war. They are the reason why our president would rather be on television talking about himself than honoring the people that are dying for this country, because nobody gives a damn about the people that are dying for this country. And I'm here to give those people a name. Go every single one of those nameless men and women to these civilians. They're not going to go unnoticed anymore. I'm fighting for them now.
So
some people may say that's a good thing. Some people may say, yeah, well, good. Fight for him. That's my brother. That's my sister. Good. Fight for him. That's great, Mike. You're doing a great thing. But, the fact of the matter is, the scariest part about what I'm doing for me is every time I look one of these people in the eye, especially the SWA crowd, I just get a blank stare. So it's starting to scare me that maybe, no matter how hard I fight, you people are just too stupid to see the point. Maybe that's why you people don't know me. You don't want to see. You're blind to your own ignorance. You don't want to see that there's covers of magazines, terrorists, homegrown terrorists on it, that you people are buying. Hell, if I went off that magazine, I'd want to be pretty blinded to it too.
So this is your platform. This is your way to enact change, to bring people's attention to the issues that you feel we're ignoring?
Absolutely.
I thought we were talking about wrestling, man.
Well, you know what? Sometimes your passions and wrestling go hand in hand.
Yeah, politics definitely.
Well, I don't know if this is the platform to enact change on that global level, but I thank you for serving our country. I'm sure Tommy and Sean does it well. We're all looking forward to your match.
I do.
Yeah, Sean, we're very thankful for what you did, despite what you may think, Mr. Magnum. And I'm very much looking forward to seeing you and Cash lock it up on Saturday, whether it's in a cage or not.
What do you want me to say? Thank you. I appreciate that.
No, we're the ones that should
definitely.
be thankful.
We're thankful. You don't have to be. You're the one that took your heart and soul and brought it out to wherever
You're
to
thankful,
protect
right?
us.
Hold on a minute. You're thankful? Give me one name of one soldier that fell for your right to be thankful for me.
I know several, and it's a true person that my wife's grandfather was in, World War II and stuff like that. My grandfather was in, and this is all serious, straight up. He was in World War II.
Okay, that's great, but does the world know that he fell for my rights, for your rights? Does the world know that?
For my
Does anybody other than you and your family know that he's gone, that he fought for his country? Does anybody know that?
Let me tell you, my wife's grandfather is one of the top soldiers. He is actually on the World War II wall, and he honestly should be a Purple Heart, but he wasn't because
he should be, but he's not, right?
Because
Thank
he
you
had
for proving my
no,
point,
Tommy. No.
He should be, but he's not.
No, you know why? Because the man had too much pride and didn't want to be recognized as one, and he is, to me, a hero at my heart, no matter what, every day, every moment.
Yeah, I have to jump on board with Tommy, Mike. My grandfather, Jacob Werner, he fought in the Korean War. He made it out, thankfully, but he put his life on the line for us, and I'm thankful for that. And you know what? I emphasize what Tommy's saying, but I emphasize what you're saying because I completely understand when you leave the military. It's a general feeling amongst soldiers. They feel underappreciated. They feel like their sacrifices will never be known. But Mike, when you enrolled, you didn't enroll for accolades. You didn't enroll for credit. You enrolled to serve your country, and you did it. Let me put it to you like this. We could talk about World War II all day. My grandfather was in World War II. My cousin's in the Army right now, still serving. I was sick of it. But, we could talk about World War II. We could talk about all that. But what about today? What about 9/11? There's more jokes on TV, on Family Guy, all these popular shows about 9/11 like it's something to laugh about. I'm all about having a sense of humor. But you know what? Going on live television, on TV, and making jokes about 9/11, that don't fly with me. There were more people at the last SWA show online at the concession stand that there were online to sign up for the armed forces after 9/11. And it's those types of things that I need to get that point across to these people. Whether they want to hear it or not, that's the type of thing I need to get across. And you know what? You said this may not be the world platform to get it across that, but got to start somewhere. We wish you luck in it. I mean,
you know what? I'm just going to say something really quick. I served 2.5 weeks and then another 2.5 weeks at Ground Zero. I was out there doing bucket brigade, and let me tell you something. I've seen things that I would not want to see again. I would not want anybody to see, because let me tell you something. It was the worst thing in the world, and my heart was feeling like it was crushed every minute when I was handed a bucket with fragments of people's bones in it. It was just down, and it wasn't right, man. And you know what? If you were there, I appreciate what you've done for us too. I'm speechless at this point, because it really, I understand what you're saying about World War II and all that, but I was there at Ground Zero for 2.5 weeks, and then I served another 2.5 weeks after.
It's a touchy subject.
Yeah, it is.
We're on some tough ground.
We could sit down and talk about wars and stuff like that, and you know what? We appreciate what you've done, and I thank you.
I have nothing to say. You're welcome.
That's it. That's what we want, because you did your job, and we're proud of you.
And on Saturday,
That's it.
he'll do his job again.
Saturday,
and we'll do ours.
And I can't wait to see you in the ring going up against Cash. All right, man?
Mike Magnum, thank you so much for coming on as a special guest for us tonight.
You're welcome.
We look forward to seeing you on Saturday night.
We'll see you Saturday, Mike.
Wow.
That was insane.
Yeah, I didn't expect Mike to call in.
Yeah, definitely, man. That was really a
I understand where he's coming. My brother's serving in the Army right now.
I have friends that are actually over there right now, and my heart is with them, and hopefully they come home.
Valid points.
Yeah,
Valid
hopefully,
points.
Because it's not,
Who says we play it safe at SWA? We're treading on some
yeah.
uneven ground here.
And you know what, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't,
let's move on.
Yeah,
Tickets are on sale now.
Yeah, if you don't have your SWA WarGames tickets, they are available.
Probably
get
should
them while you can.
Probably should have considered his feelings before we named it WarGames. But
yes, but you know what?
Hindsight's 20/20.
But you know what? The man, it's like a dedication in a way, and open. This is his battleground. Let him do his thing, and that's where the ring is, where Mike Magnum is going to take on LI Finest Cash. And
Cash is in for a...
Yeah, he's in for a rude awakening, and I still go with Cash. And
well, where's Cash right now? Cash is out living his life.
Cash
Magnum's
right
sitting
now.
next to the radio, stewing.
Yeah, and, Mike Magnum is probably, as you said, he's sitting near the radio listening to us. And not only that, he's probably pumping iron, relaxing, doing his thing, exercising. Cash is probably out with the women, the name Cash. Come on. Whatever he may be doing.
Two very different approaches. Cash is out living it up,
Yep.
and Mike Magnum is a soldier without a cause right now, and he's finding a cause and bringing it to SWA.
And
wow,
we appreciate everything that he does, and I don't know, man, it's a great thing. But if you don't have your tickets, SWA is going to be at the NYWC Sportatorium with WarGames.
We need to move
Jerry.
on because the green room's getting restless.
Suffolk Wrestling
Yes, it
Alliance.
is.
Tickets.weebly.com on sale right now. Save $5. Check if you're in the Dix Hill, Brentwood, East Islip areas. Check your garbages, your counter, your kitchen tabletops for the Penny Saver. You'll find an ad in there, a coupon for us that will save you a lot of money on tickets.
Are you kidding? Seriously? $5?
$5 off online.
That's awesome.
Plus a very good coupon inside.
That's cool.
The Penny Saver, an ad on 2 tickets. You guys are going to love it. Go find it.
And don't forget.
And plus, if you guys are one of the first 100 people through the door,
chocolate,
you're going to get
Yummy,
a heel in
yummy.
the face chocolate
Yeah.
microphone.
This is going to be a fun night, guys. Oh,
it's
man.
going to be great.
Cannot
and
come
don't
soon
forget,
enough.
Wait. There's one other thing.
Yeah.
After. What are we doing after?
And then when the party don't stop, that's right.
It's going to be rocking at Sinclair's Pub in West Babylon.
11:30 West Babylon, the
Where
best drink
you
specials
will
in the
hear-
area.
Yeah.
Well, you will hear the face
Yeah.
Tommy C sing "Achy Breaky Heart."
Yeah, I'll do it.
Don't
I don't
you
mind.
break my heart.
Why not? I'll
It's
do
true.
My
You
achy
shouldn't look at me
breaky
like that.
it. I'll do it again. Why not? Uh-oh. He grabbed your mic. You going to let him do that?
I think Menace was singing a thing called Love by the Darkness last time we were at the after party.
Yeah.
No.
You don't believe in a thing called love?
I don't.
Oh, welcome to the graveyard.
Big tattoo fan.
What's going on, Menace? You come back and
I come back.
where's your brother at?
Oh, he's out
Massive-
kicking puppies or
Massive
eating
D.
kittens, whatever he does on his nights.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, what's up, man? What's the revisit? What's the revisit all about, man?
The revisit, sirs. I want to bring back something. I want to get back to the wrestling. You guys are putting on an awesome show.
Yes, sir.
And I felt that last little bit.
Might have distracted us, yeah.
Yeah, yes,
So I
yes.
want to bring it back to the wrestling. And me and like you said before, me and my brother, we made our statements. I've been waiting to hear from the undead all night. I've been sitting patiently in the corner. You saw me sitting there.
Yes, we did, man.
Didn't bite no one.
You've been good.
Didn't scratch
That's
no one.
good.
Didn't
You-
throw no one through the green door window.
You keep it in the ring.
I keep it in the ring. So I'm just waiting.
That's right.
You said they'd be down here.
Well,
How come they're not here?
you know what?
I'm
I'm gonna walk away for a minute. I'm gonna go check. I don't know. Maybe they're limo
Let's give him
pulled
his
up.
wish. I thought I
You
saw
know.
somebody hanging out in the green room.
Let's see if they're.
We got the
their
undead
limo
here?
Pulled up. You know.
Security, get the undead.
You know what? I'll do it myself.
We'll back,
I will
we'll back
go
Menace
check.
up. We'll
hurt
keep these two
yourself,
apart.
please.
We're not going to have a Jack
there
Gallo and a
a
Ricky.
cop
Wait a
Listen,
minute.
before you guys come in here, listen. This
Oh,
is
hold on.
Whoa.
this is neutral ground. This is Sweden or Switzerland or whatever that is. Nobody attacks each other. There's no Jack Gallo situation, okay? Before anybody says anything, all right? All right, well, welcome Zach Vengeance to the show.
Yeah, what's going on?
Hi.
Yeah, hi.
How you doing?
How am I doing?
That's what I just asked.
How am I doing?
I figured I'd nestle myself in between you guys.
Yeah, I think we're better off.
You just wanted to stand next to Luna. I saw you.
Huh. How?
You're just upset that you're not standing next to me.
Might be a little bit.
Today is my anniversary, so relax, okay?
Which, congratulations, by the way.
Idiot.
How am I doing? How is Zach Vengeance doing? Well, you know, Zach Vengeance is little confused, a little bit pissed off. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you, I'm confused that some fat loser, geriatric, overweight, McDonald's loving tub of lard is chasing after my sister, and I can't get it through my mind.
I told you about that, Tubby.
I can't get it through my mind. Luna, I really can't understand this. I can't fathom. Why exactly haven't you killed him yet? I don't get it.
Yeah, dude. He's talking about you.
Fatty, yo.
I think he's talking about you.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you.
Doofus with the mask. Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Okay.
Yeah, you're exactly who I'm talking about. So, on top of being a little confused, I'm very angry.
Confused and angry.
I'm angry because right now, security between the two of us isn't allowing me to go over there and rip that stupid, cheap, wannabe lucha mask off your freaking face. I'm angry because I don't have a chance right now to hurt you the way that I'm going to do on the 17th at SWA.
Wait, does that mean I can actually beat him up right now?
Oh, please do.
Do you really want to step near that? Do you really want to step near 400 pounds of filth and garbage?
Yeah, if I wanted to, I could snap his neck.
Look, it's plain and simple, Menace. I want you to listen up. I want you to listen real good. Okay? Come this Saturday, the 17th at SWA, I'm going to hurt you. I said it last week and I'll say it again. I'm going to hurt you. I'm going to make you miserable. I'm going to put you in so much pain, Menace. I'm going to break every bone in your body, and I'm going to do it twice. Once for fun, a second time for good measure. And then when I'm done with you, yeah, when I'm done with you, I could kill you. Sure, I could end your existence. I could remove this disgusting wannabe tag team from SWA. By the way, when I say wannabe tag team, I mean wannabe tag team because not a lot of people want to remember this, and that's fine. But the Undead were the original unstoppable tag team in SWA. We were there long before you. We dominated every match, and we have never lost a tag team match. Not once, Menace, not once. And you know why we left? Because there was just no one good enough to take on the Undead. So we left. We left because there was no competition. And then, a few years later, what do we see? Two losers. Two wannabe Undead members who call themselves the Graveyard Disciples. Well, last I checked, if you're a disciple, you worship. If you worship in the graveyard, you're worshiping where the undead come from. That makes you nothing more than a fanboy. That makes you nothing more than a 400-pound paperweight on the stack of my wins.
Not to interrupt you, Mr. Ack Engines. Is this not what you said last week to me? I distinctly remember saying you called me a fanboy, and I wrote it down. See, fanboy.
Yeah, but I don't recall you writing little love notes.
Oh, that's because you're so darn cute, honey. But anyway, back to Mr. Your little brother here. Now,
little brother?
Well, he's about yay big. He's a Muppet. What do you want from me? Okay, back to what I was saying. The fact of the matter is, I get it. You guys, you ruled when you were there. Then you left. Then came the new kings of tag team wrestling, the Graveyard Disciples. Now, I get it. You made an impact. You kicked my legs out. You didn't come to me face to face. You didn't go to my partner face to face and goes, hey, guys, let's do this. No. You kicked my legs out, and then you helped the other Oompa Loompa win. Now, here we are face to face. Yes, there's security. Yes, Tommy C says I'm not allowed to hit anybody till the 17th until I'm in the ring. Then everyone's fair game, right?
You got it, brother.
Jerk. Now,
Yeah. Okay.
well, I hit Sean, but
We'll see.
who cares? Now, what? Where do you go? There he is. Now, instead of doing that man to man, now I get it, but let me ask you something. Let me ask you, man to man, face to face, right here. Do you honestly think that it's going to be easy? Do you honestly think... Now, if we're two big 400-pounders... I'm not 400 pounds, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. I've actually trimmed down to 280. But anyway. Yeah, one of my small ones. Now. There you go. Now, you think it's going to be easy? Do you think you're going to get to walk away all high and hotty ho and all happy? Now, yes, your sister's right here giving me the evil death glare. It's okay. I understand. She's very pretty when she... See, Sean is over there talking stuff. You should talk to him.
Shorty better shut your mouth before you're next.
But, sir, our match... See, you have the one cage match, the violent hardcore cage match. You have a title cage match. You have, a top 5 cage match. See... I'm going to even put it out there. We don't even need the cage match because we're looking to rule the SWA tag team rankings. That, I think, is a little more important. Now, I'm putting it out to you. You think it's going to be easy? Do you think everyone agrees we're dangerous when we're having fun? You made us focus, sir. What do you think will go down?
I find that actually very funny, Menace. The fact that you had the nerve to call yourself the new kings of the tag team division. Yeah, a bunch of fat, sweaty losers who have to cover their faces. You look more like queens to me with the size of your, chest. Oh, God. It's disgusting even thinking about it. But you want to know if I think it's going to be easy? No. No, I don't think it's going to be easy. But you're damn right. I think it's going to be fun. You're right. What we have here, we don't have a match. We don't have a proving point. No, what we have is an all-out war. You're right. We don't need a cage. Cage probably wouldn't hold either one of these tag teams. And you know what? I don't quite care if we have the cage or not. But I tell you one thing. It's going to be a hell of a lot of fun to be grabbing your heads and raking your fists across the steel cage, ripping not only your masks, but your flesh, watching the white on your mask turn to red, turn crimson. I don't think it's going to be easy. I don't think I'm going to be able to walk out of there straight. As a matter of fact, I know for a fact that it's going to be hell going out of that cage. I might need an EMT, I might need a referee, but you know what? It's okay, because I will be the one to leave that cage with my hand held high. I will be the one to put you in your place and show you exactly why the undead were undefeated, why exactly we had to leave. And you're right. You guys are good. I can't take that away from you. You're dominant. That's great. You're losing some pounds. Good for you, fatty. Keep running the treadmill. You're going to need all the cardio you can get. You're going to need all the help you can get. But I want you to know this, Menace. I want you to look me dead in the eye. I want to tell you this. Come the 17th, there will be no escape for you. There will be no mercy, no retribution. There'll be no one to help you. Because I swear, as God is my witness, as my sister is here, as my witness by my side, Menace, we're going to hurt you. And we're going to love every man. We're going to put on a war. I don't care if we tear down the walls. I don't care if we destroy everyone in our path. But you will be put 6 feet under. And we will enjoy it.
And I just can't wait to see every bit of it. What else else do you gotta say, lover boy?
Ugh, don't say that. It's disgusting.
She called me lover boy. Anyway. Listen. I love when she gives you cute pet names. Now, Mr. Tommy C., you've heard what this tag team has to say. You will be at ringside. Yes, sir? Answer the man.
Listen, I'll be at ringside
Thank
whether
you.
it's cage or not.
We have polled the green room, and they picked us.
Yeah, a lot of them did, man.
Now, Mr. Ack Vengeance of the undefeated, untalented, untreatable, unsanitary, uncleansed. That's what I said, right? Isn't that what I just said? Untalented?
Uncircumcised.
Uncircumcised. That's a good one. I didn't make that one up. You're nasty. Now.
You're really gonna say that to us?
He just said it to you. I didn't say uncircumcised.
He's the last thing on my mind.
Am I the first thing on your mind?
Hell no.
She's such a liar. Anyway, I will be glad to see you in the ring. I would shake your hand, but Tommy C's a little nervous right now, and we promise no button hitting. So I'm going to go. It was nice hearing from you, Luna. Always a pleasure. Kisses. And Mr. Ack Vengeance, I hope you and your brother Mason Repair are all but ready.
You know what? It's funny, Menace. Say all the names you want. Giggle. Laugh. Have your fun. Because in the end, we all know how this war is going to go down. There's going to be bodies everywhere. Lots of pain. Hopefully, a lot of blood. Hopefully, I'll be spilling quarts and quarts, gallons of you and Mayhem's blood. And at the end of it, everyone knows you're going to be left 6 feet under.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is insane. Don't forget, SWA Saturday War Games at the NYWC Sportatorium. If you don't have your tickets, get them while you can. We have them available, at the Heel in the Face, and also at Omega Storage, 185 Sunrise Highway, Amityville, New York. Get your tickets for that. And don't forget, the Heel in the Face live wrestling show, September 1st, is going to have its anniversary party.
And where is that party going to be?
It's going to be at Laserland in Hop Park, New York, on Motor Parkway. If you don't have your tickets for that event, it's a pre-sale only at the door. It will be no pre-sale, so get them while you can, ladies and gentlemen. And also, we're going to have 100 Heel in the Face half microphone chocolates for the first 100. That's pretty cool. Free.
And we'll be raffling off 3D.
And we'll be doing 3D microphone chocolates Saturday at the SWA War Games. I mean, it's so much going on here at the Heel in the Face. Ladies and gentlemen, Sean, what are we going to do next?
I think we're done.
All right, man. You know what, ladies and gentlemen? It's another day. It's another week. And we'll see you next week, I guess.
For the chicken choking Cobgoblin and myself.
We'll see you next week.
Nope. We'll see you at War Games.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen.
See you then.
Worship the ring.